That was a good one. I did like that one. I did like that one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the table. Thank you all for being here. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Yeah?
Blinded with anticipation.
Prepared.
Wow. Blinded with anticipation.
Like, set that bar high.
I stared at the eclipse for 5 hours with no glasses.
I don't know how I got here. I don't know if I'm even in the right place.
Spanish class, that's fine.
Oh man. Yeah, so it's been an interesting couple of weeks. But we're back here with our next session of the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. As always, we'll kick it off with a recap from last session. Who would like to go through and do that with the reward of inspiration on the line?
It better eclipse last sessions.
I can do it.
Boo. All right.
You want me to do it?
Yeah,
Anyone else want to do
let's
it?
go.
Dive in.
All right, so I'm just going to read off what I wrote down in my little journal I have with me. Did I also keep lessons in that I learn as we go? I don't think we've brought that up, so that's a personal thing.
Lessons?
Yeah, just little quick lessons, like, I'll get to that in a minute. We'll do a recap right now. So, we left town. As we were leaving town, I think Aylin talked about her history a little bit. Turns out she lost a brother because he ran away. So that was a little sad. And apparently Kugal's village was ransacked by bandits. He had lived in a swamp for a while. That's why he's familiar with the place, I suppose. And oddly enough, he kept a finger of one of the bandits around his neck. Like, it was, I don't know if it was given to him or if he just made it, but he's got it. As we were traveling, we saw the Tower of Xenopus in the distance. Yeah, it's apparently an old wizard's tower or something.
Phrasing.
The legend has there's some weird cellar. It's wrapped silver chains. Someone tried to open it. Lightning shocked him, and he went out. And we talked about visiting it, but we might do it later. No, we just kept on going.
On the list.
Catapults beat it down because people kept going there dying trying to get the treasure. So they just tore it down, stay away, that whole deal. Apparently, I think back in town there's a fellow named Kelladek that may know about it. Some 7-foot tall dude. Pal of Eleander, if I'm not mistaken. Old captain of the guard. As we were traveling, eventually we cut off the main road because our more worldly friends were aware of a shortcut perhaps to get there. We found a makeshift bridge with a ladder nearby. They were adamant that we should not take it, so we did not. We left that ladder sitting there. Aylin made it halfway across. Apparently there's a group across that bridge wanting a toll to continue crossing it. So we had seconds to decide what to do. Our course of action was Kugal talking shit about their mothers, and then Aylin rushing in. We defeated all of them. There were 6 of them with ease, actually. I'm not even sure if any of us got hurt. Maybe one of us got a little bit hurt, right? Just a tiny bit. But overall, it wasn't. We tore through that. I decided to leave a lot of them tied up to a tree, marking like extortion is bad or something, extort at your own risk. I mean, y'all helped me. I appreciate that. And then we discussed ethics for a while, Aylin and I, about the smuggling business. Which, I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, there's laws for a reason, and, I'm not against it necessarily, but at the same time, I understand. We'll get into that later. That's the ethics conversation. Also, Aylin, this is, I don't know this, but I will tell you about it. Aylin noticed something odd with Red, some sort of dark energy around him at some point when he was using his magic, but none of us know about
Allegedly.
that. She does, apparently. You can ask her later if you want to. We made it to the deep marshes, set up 2 tents, made a little trench, and had a 1990s digital alarm clock sound just in case anything pressed on us. And I played my drum for a little bit and went to sleep. As we were sleeping, however, we got jumped by bandits again in the night. I guess that makes sense. I believe you two have told us that they, the more evil types do lurk here, bandits, whatever else. And some weird cloak guy started messing with us. Like, I don't know what he was or what he was about, but he looked a little dangerous. Started messing with Red specifically. Called him, what was it, Tovanar? Is that right, Tovanar? I'm gonna ask you about that. This guy seemed very strong, so he left saying he was gonna watch Red. Red looked fatigued, so I helped him over to the campfire, and I got sucked into some weird vision where I was like in his body. It was super messed up. And we were trying to escape something, getting dragged back by bony hands attached to some bony ships, and there were lava rivers, and I don't know. My last note says, "What the shit, Red?"
That's the last line in the notes. What the shit, Red?
That's about everything that happened that I can remember.
Yeah, that's spot on. Fantastic recap. Nothing to add to that.
Well done.
You get inspiration for tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And yeah, so with that, we have all found ourselves back in the marshes. If I can get this to, if it doesn't want to play, that's fine. Everything that you just recapped has transpired, and you're all standing kind of around the camp now. One of your tents now being kind of ripped up in a few places from where the bandits cut into it. There are a few corpses lying around, a couple of them in more than one piece. You remember Oceanus helped out in the fight and actually, with his trident, like impaled a couple of them. The crocodile alligator that had come up out of the water and grabbed one.
Oh, that's right.
Since kind of swam back out into the swamp water there. And yeah, so you're all just kind of standing around the camp. What are we doing?
All right, I just came out of that vision, right? Like, where are we at specifically? Is it like Red's on my shoulder, or is he laying on the ground, or
yeah,
asleep?
so you would have been. You're still kind of right next to the campfire. It's like you both kind of. It's almost like you got electrocuted, where you just like can't let go. So you are both kind of coming to at this point, almost like if you hold your breath too long or something, your vision kind of goes white a little bit, and you're kind of coming out of that a little dizzy. But you were surrounded by people who aren't actively trying to murder you.
Also, your hand is like frozen almost. It's so cold.
As soon as we come to,
After touching me.
the same thing goes in my notes. Like, what in the shit, Red? And I start lowering him onto a log and just trying to sit him up.
Yeah, I'm just like a rag doll, just kind of whatever.
Yeah, you two helping too? Are you doing anything with him? Or?
I'm approaching, and what just happened here?
My hand's like made of ice now. What was that? Who's your friend? Why? Just why?
I don't know
Who are you?
Just give me a minute. We got any beer, ale, spirits, something?
Yeah, you can have a shot of my
Something
brandy.
Oh, I want the whole bottle.
Well, we'll talk about that.
I'll
You can
take some of that. All right. We can do this now, or we can do this in the morning.
I prefer now.
Yeah, now's good.
Okay. So, just gonna point randomly. I don't know that guy. I don't know who he is.
All
I don't
right.
know what his name is. I just know he knows me. And him and his group, whatever they are, they've been looking for me for a long time.
Why? Why are they looking for you?
The same reason, the darkness.
The what now?
Whenever I'm sure you've seen it. I know you have.
Yeah, I was very confused.
I was just helping you get over here, and there's all this hellish landscape and lava and skeletons and ships made of bones.
Well, I
and-
think I know what that is, but I don't know. I've never been there.
Oh, well, geez, I guess don't worry about it. Never mind. I've never been there.
What
Well,
bones are you
It's-
talking about? I'm so confused.
Something in his head, because I was in his body.
Bones in
What?
his
You were
head.
in his body.
Yeah, some weird vision. It was I'm looking through his eyes.
Didn't you see them when they
Oh.
Oceanus kind of steps up? When they like grabbed onto each other, they just kind of went completely still.
Here's what I hear. Birda, 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 birda.
Yeah.
I shouldn't speak Elvish, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh? What did he say?
I would know that he saw everything I saw on our dream trip. Or no?
No.
Question mark. So, did you... How long were we out of it?
I mean,
Or
like
I
a
was out of
minute
it.
or
Was he-
something, right?
you were
It
out of
wasn't
it?
long.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you were
60
touching
seconds
me.
or less.
I was. I had you around my arm.
And
Over
you
my...
saw the bone stuff? You just said that. That's all coming to me. So you saw, I saw what you saw. I've never been there. I don't know what that is.
Okay, just some vision you had, and somehow now I had it. Okay, we'll table that. We'll push that right here.
But watch.
Let's pull back over Dark Cloaked Man.
Well, watch this, and I just shoot off a ray of frost, and then you'll see the what the little brief
So
darkness.
around him is it's almost like the light, what little light is coming from the campfire is almost like absorbed into darkness just in a small area around him as he shoots it off. And as soon as it's the ray of frost is gone, like it kind of dissipates. Like a black hole. Right.
Is there a way I can somehow sense like what type of magic this is, or what's enveloping him when he's using his regular magic?
Make an Arcana check and make it with disadvantage.
Okay. I'm not holding it right now, but I just hold my glove and I put it up like close to your body. I start doing this.
You're letting him.
I am here if you have questions.
11.
I'm not sure.
I start looking at my palm like I'm studying something, and I look back at you. What is that dark stuff now? Because I don't know what this is.
It all ties into why they're looking for me. That group. There's a group. It's more than just that guy.
A group. So like cultists.
And I don't know more beyond that.
Why are they looking for you? You don't know?
Some connection or something. Maybe what we saw.
How long have they been
I-
looking for you? Just one day you were randomly walking and some Joe Schmoes were like, there he is.
Well, I've said I've been fishing a lot. I've been running for 20 years.
So
Running
that's what.
for 20 years.
So that's an alias you took when you got here, Redemir. So Tovanar is your real name, huh?
Yeah, I hate fishing. But I also hate being dead or whatever they're going to do. So, I mean, it's fine. Fishing's fine. It's like I know the hook. I know how to throw the line.
So how'd this even start? So you're just
I know the sea shanties.
you're at home one day and then they start seeking you out and you escape, or
Yes. So I was living in a town. Don't really know my young childhood. But I was living with people that were my parents, if you will. And they showed up looking
Wait.
for me.
You word that like
This
those parents
group.
weren't your real parents.
No.
Okay, proceed.
They are adoptive, if you will.
Oh.
But they were the closest thing that I know. I don't know who my parents are, what they are, if that is them,
Okay. So they just showed up and guns a-blazing?
looking for me.
And they found you. Then what?
That's when I left. I took off to,
Checks notes.
just to make sure I say the right city. It wasn't the city of Amthel, where I was living. I fled the city after they had found me. Took off to Waterdeep. Jumped on the first boat I could see, or I could get to.
Did you have any
The
help?
Golden Lady. Getting out of the city?
Yeah, you're a kid, right? You just took off?
I mean, my adoptive parents kind of,
No, they
made
helped
a
you get
scene,
out.
if you will. But
So they knew these people are dangerous. This isn't like your cousin who's like, no, wait, we're coming to help you. I'm your family. How do you know that they're...
well, that guy didn't say that tonight.
Maybe he's mad at you for running from him for 20
He
years.
wasn't exactly inviting to let's go to the family reunion. It was, whatever that person was, I'm sure y'all could sense it. He was powerful.
He took a hit that I've taken people out with before.
Right. Yeah, and he just removed it. But yes, my birth name, if you will, is Tovanar. Tovanar, it's one word. It's Tovenaar. Tovanar.
Ah.
Tovanar. Tovanar Dunkel Ariza is my real name, if you will.
Which would you like for us to call you?
You can call me Redemir. It's a better in passing name, if you will. Tovanar is a wanted person.
Well, I guess I only got one more question, I suppose. Well, why didn't you tell us?
Haven't told anybody.
Is that why you don't like crossing that bridge?
I don't know what's up that bridge.
Okay.
I don't know. That sounds like some.
F that bridge.
That sounds like
I don't
some
know.
dangerous stuff, Red. And I kind of thought we were like close buddies, but you just didn't want to. Like, why?
You know, I don't know where these people come from, or it could just be anybody in the crowd watching. I mean, clearly they, whatever. They've been looking for me. They found me here. I can only guess since I've been
Oh, I got more questions.
using this.
Using your
And I
magic
just
draws
kinda-
them in somehow.
Maybe I haven't really used it over the 20 years. I've been living as a fisher, just in and out of contracts, different cities, staying on the run.
How many times have they found you? 20 years.
This would be. I'm gonna
So
say
this
and
this would be the first time that they have, like, specifically, like,
yeah,
you.
yeah. So this is the first time they've found me since I left over 20 years ago.
So, all right, that doesn't sound like any type of scrying magic if you were able to stay hidden for 20 years. Did you use your magic in that 20 years?
No,
And they're using it now, and suddenly, who the hell shows up, right?
and it's coursing through me now. I have a draw to use it more, and
What do you mean by that?
more magic, more use.
A draw as in, like, you can't resist using more?
Well, it's definitely gotten stronger.
Huh.
Like I picked up that spell. What's his name used?
What's his name now? Kugo.
The bald guy,
Yeah, Kugo.
the leader of the bandits. Sembele.
Zambale, that's right.
Remember his spell with the 3 fireballs? Well, I knew that. I know that now.
Wait, you could absorb magic techniques from people?
Maybe I could just watch and see, and sometimes it'll come to fruition, and sometimes it doesn't.
Wow, that is a crazy skill.
Like, remember earlier on, you did something, I was like, eh. But then that guy was like, oh, that's awesome. Maybe that's got to do with it. I don't know.
My magic's
And
just
remember
meh.
I remember that one time I died but didn't.
Hold on, so you've come back to life too?
Y'all were here.
Did I see Red die? I don't remember.
I fell down once, and then it looked like I was dead, and then half a second later, I was good to go.
I thought you just got knocked down real hard and you were just knocked silly. You died
Should
then?
have put someone down.
Okay, well this.
So yes, you can call me Redimir as long as that's what's on the screen. Call me Redimir, because that is who I am.
We're just still going over the fact that he just dissed my magic.
I forget what it
Skate on
was.
past that.
It wasn't that memorable.
Clearly.
It's
I was thinking about the other time.
It's probably more akin to
No offense.
when he shoots off a spell. Literally, darkness envelops him. You got holy magic. I assume if he got anything you did, he might implode. Right? Well, he's
I
too
don't
afraid
know.
to try. So that's safe.
It's
Safe.
the
as bait.
strongest I've ever been ever.
Man, Red, you make me so nervous
you
when you
can
say
remember.
things like that. All right, well, I guess it can't really be helped at this point. I mean, we're here now. We know we've red stalkers potentially, so I guess we'll have to keep an extra eye out. But I don't have anything to stop scrying or anything like that, so I guess we'll just deal with it as it comes.
If this was the first time that they've really been able to find you, how did you know you had to keep running?
Just always did.
You just kept moving just because you felt compelled?
Always felt someone was on, watching or something. They would find me eventually. But just 20 years,
It's not paranoia if they actually are coming after you.
You see Oceanus just
Yeah.
looking around.
Oh yeah, in Elvish. So people are looking for me, like that guy.
It looks like everyone's blaming you for what just happened.
So my real name is not Redimir, but you can still call me that. They want me for something.
Why would I not call you your real name?
Thank you. But Tovanar is, like a birth name, if you will.
Okay, so Redimir is your real name.
I've been fishing for 20 years as a cover.
All right.
I don't. Oh, okay. I understand. You're like a spy. All right.
I'm gonna take my pack out and take a kit out and take out just a few
Yes,
needles and start
but
walking towards
yes.
the torn tent. I'm gonna repair this tent. We're gonna get a good night's rest, and we'll figure out if this changes anything in the morning. Y'all good with that?
Yeah. I'm feeling salty now.
Well, this is Saltmarsh, so.
Proper.
Also, you remember
plenty.
when we were headed to the mansion the first time? Those dudes on the robes and the horses?
I saw them stare at you. You think those were that weird group looking for you?
They could have all been together.
And you don't know their name. All right. I'm gonna start using these needles while casting the cantrip mending to mend up the tent.
I walk over to Kugal and just kind of quietly so that only Kugal can hear me. I'm like, Kugal, I feel like you're like literally my only friend here. You know, Red, he's dissing my
it's been a
magic.
lot today.
Colt thinks that we're just a bunch of criminals, apparently.
You just need to get a good night's rest and get a reset. Everything's gonna be fine.
Thanks, Kugal. I know I can always count on you.
Here's a cookie. Go to bed.
But thank you so much.
Oceanus comes over and is trying to hold the tent flaps together to help you with mending, Colt. Like to kind of stretch it out almost as like you're sewing it. So he's trying to hold that in place for you. What's everybody else? Or I guess I know what y'all are gossiping. What are you doing now, Red?
Just taking in what happened. And then seeing Aelin over there talking to Kugal. It's like we just have different interests.
Plotting.
I say to myself, I like airplanes and you like books. It's okay. It's fine.
Oceanus, as he's helping you, says, "So, are you able to set another one of those alarms, or?"
I believe I can. I just need a solid 10 minutes to get it up and going. It won't be a problem again.
All right. Well,
I'm glad I had set before. Those guys are right on top of us.
they were quite aggressive.
They were. The second
Twice.
time around, too. That's right. Undead way.
What was he kind of looks over to you. What was the deal with the symbol on the neck? Is that having to do with what you were talking about?
I have no clue.
Was that
But
kind
we've
of
seen it
shape that kind of looked like the Quake?
I'll pull it up here.
We've seen it somewhere, though.
So
and
this is the symbol that you saw effectively burning out of the flesh of these dead bandits. And yes, y'all did connect the dots last time that it looks to be very similar, if not the same symbol that you found on that book in the mansion, in the skeletal alchemist's lab.
Do we still have that book?
If we
Probably.
do, it's probably in his bags. Red, can I look at your neck real quick, just out of curiosity?
Yes, of course. I don't
see any symbol.
I don't
on the back of his
believe
neck.
I have anything I'm hiding on my
Yes,
neck.
we still have
No,
it.
no, you're good. Just making sure.
Cold, though. Don't touch.
No, you iced me last time I touched you. I'm good.
Yeah, it's not intentional. It's just...
That horrific vision. I guess that's something. We'll talk about that in the morning. We'll go.
I know as much as you do.
The damned come to lava town something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Try not to think about it.
Oh, there were people fleeing from it too. I remember seeing
Also
some
not trying to think
tieflings
about
and
that.
gnomes and.
Still try not to think about it.
I wouldn't mind some of that tea to sleep tonight. Honestly.
Will we be
That's
able
what it was like. We were on some
identify-
drug tea. We got a bad leave.
the arisen bad guys with the symbol? Could we identify them as either like a zombie or a thrall or what like?
Well, I mean, when they first encountered you, they were definitely just alive.
Just standard bandits, but once
Yeah.
they were like turned,
It looked actually let me say the so if you want to go investigate a couple of them, you can just do an investigation check. Regardless, you're gonna find some stuff, but I just want to quantify it.
1 minus 1.
Can I go pick their pockets?
You just fall asleep.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I wonder. No, yeah.
So looking at their like attire, there's nothing specific that jumps out. The only thing that you notice is that they don't seem to be in any kind of like uniform. Like they're not all wearing similar stuff per se. So it doesn't look like they came from like some kind of mercenary.
They weren't
guild or
organized.
something.
They
Right.
were just.
Yeah.
Can I search their bodies?
Sure.
I searched their bodies.
So there would be 3 of them still searchable. You find in total between them just the weapons they had on them, which were more like scimitar style weapons, and some crossbows and stuff. Money wise, there's not much. You find like a total of about like 15 silver between all of them.
I have a lot of silver, too much to be precise. And
You
so
go to the
if
change
anyone wants some silver, it's right here.
You get
I don't
an
want just
exchange.
pennies.
Like roll them up, put them
Yeah.
in rolls, and take them to the bank.
I do.
Yeah.
Make sure it's right, or I'll debit your account.
Anything you wanted to do with that information, Kugal?
What's up with that? Oh, sorry.
Just curious.
Let's look at that book.
Yes.
And how about someone not me touch it?
I'll be fine to flip through it.
Yeah. There is so the book itself has what looks like that symbol on its spine. There's no other words or text on the cover itself. But similar as when you looked through it before, it looks to be a book that outlines various rituals, everything from kind of trying to summon things from other planes to resurrecting the undead. There are a few things in there regarding, transmutation, but it's all kind of disjointed in a sense. Like some things are written in different languages. Sometimes there are diagrams. You'll occasionally flip through one, a page or two that has some very kind of, for lack of a better word, like a demonic look to it almost. But nothing. It's written in a way that unless you kind of know, like exactly what you're looking for, it would be hard to kind of decode.
Even though stuff may be in different languages, does it all seem to be approximately the same handwriting or same style? Like
Yeah.
somebody's collecting these from
Yeah.
lots of places. Okay. There's
A lot of gusto in that mic. You cutting out a bit too.
A lot of this doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but this looks like a pretty rough collection of some really, really pretty powerful stuff. So,
Like powerful magic?
yeah.
Ain't you all about that? No. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if we should let him be all about that now. No offense, Red.
I don't know about a book with that on the cover of it.
Yeah.
Have you seen these symbols before?
No.
Visions?
No visions.
Looks
Well,
demonic.
besides the one we just had.
Looks like some devil stuff.
Oceana sees the book that you're kind of looking through and talking about, and he obviously saw that as well. And he will speak to you. He says, that's the same thing that was on the backs of the necks of those bandits.
Yeah, Google was checking it out. That's why I pulled the book out. And,
So you recognize it?
well, he did, but only because we found a book and there's this old haunted mansion. I don't know if it's haunted. Old mansion we came from that we tricked these.
Was haunted.
Yeah, well, technically was haunted.
Yeah, totally.
We tricked these bandits into letting us on board, and then we knocked their heads. That's where we found you, actually. But we found that book in that place before we came to it. So, yeah.
How strange. I've not seen that symbol before.
I mean, neither. It's creepy.
Well, remember those riders were headed the other way from the mansion.
Perhaps there's someone in your town, in Saltmarsh, that could elaborate. Is there anyone there that...
Well, we have that one... Was I there when we were talking to the tiefling?
Zindros?
Yeah.
When I wanted you wanted to talk to you about the shield.
Oh, the magic lady. The curement lady.
Were we all there at that place? Or...
I think so.
I just can't remember if we were there or not.
I know of her. They told either if we weren't there, they told us about it, I believe. So
Well, that tiefling lady may... I don't know.
Yeah.
council always might tell us something too. Maybe we should have shown them to begin with.
I'm sure that
We
really
should-
weird Kelladect or whatever his name is, he'd probably know all about it. But I don't know if
Maybe
he.
we should-
I want him to know that we have that book.
Maybe we should just keep this on the low.
You think so? This seems
I
like
don't
important
know
stuff.
if we should be flashing that symbol around, especially with them just coming out of the shadows.
Kugal, make a history check for me.
6.
In addition to, excuse me, what they were saying, you also, I'd say a 5 would be the DC for that. Just because you had interacted with him. You know, Crag, the half-orc gravekeeper, is kind of a history buff as well.
Sure. Okay. We should go see Crag when we get back.
Who's Craig?
The gravekeeper.
Oh, Craig. Okay, yeah. I forget Craig.
I'll bring up the picture for y'all.
Now, you think you know about the thing?
He'd be definitely a good place to start.
All right. That's 2 places we got to stop then. Maybe.
He could probably point us in the right direction if he does it directly.
I remember Craig he was a handsome fellow, wasn't he? Super handsome.
He's
He
okay.
is kind of handsome.
Yeah.
I mean, he's okay.
I think he is stunning.
We have a new quest. Talk with
I talked to
Craig
him about
book.
something. He was supposed to be looking at something for me. I
Or
forgot what it was.
Kelladect, or, I was just adding him as an addition to...
We might visit Craig, see about the book, then we'll talk to Kelladec about Xenopus. Why is everybody snickering?
Isn't his name Zimpith?
Zempith?
Xenopus.
Who's that?
I don't know.
No, I think it's
That's what-
Xenopus.
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 It's close.
You think about them preparing that tent?
Yeah.
Okay. Once I finish preparing that tent, I immediately start focusing on an alarm for 10 minutes.
Alrighty. So are all of y'all planning to just kind of... We're going to try this sleep thing again?
You want to take a watch? Or no?
I mean, the alarm handled it last time. I mean, I guess they could have shot at us. That's a good thing they didn't, but...
Barely, yes.
I look over towards the water, the bog water, remember the gator? Now I look back up towards the woods where they approach from. Yeah, I can only do close range because something could come from either way. Are there any bodies laying around?
3.
There's a couple, yeah. A few.
I can set an
One
alarm.
of them is in 2 pieces.
I can set an alarm closer in the woods, and we can just set some bodies near the water. So if something gets hungry, it's got snacks for the night.
Oh, the gators?
Either that or watch. I don't want to watch. I hate doing watch. If we do watch, can I not watch?
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, I know.
To rotate.
We can rotate if you want. I'll do it.
Well, we did just have an
Why do you look
encounter.
so sad?
Oh,
We're talking about watch.
We're
And
talking about taking turns for the night so someone stays up and
Well, I can help. I only need a few hours of sleep.
I'll kind of mime out. No sleep, cry baby.
we need all these.
I can take first watch.
Wait, don't you meditate, Red?
No, I sleep.
I could have sworn someone did none of y'all meditate. You do that thing?
He does.
You do? Damn it, that still leaves 2 of us to have to do 2 hours each. How about we call it? Not it.
Not it.
Looks like Kugal and Red are taking watch with you.
Yeah,
Jen.
but I feel as the victim of the situation, I should be able to sleep.
I'm at home. I'm good. Don't mind.
I should sleep more based on what just happened.
Given the circumstances, I will take red spot this one time on watch.
If you really don't want to, I'll take.
Excellent. I will be sleeping and start the alarm. I start setting up the alarm instead.
So who do I wake up after mine?
I'll go first. And then who else is?
He's going first.
Okay, and then I go second, and then
You'll wake her up after your watch in Elvish.
Kugel, are you doing another watch?
Sure.
Okay.
But I don't know if that.
4 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours.
I think we all just went to bed because assumed his alarm was going to
Cole, for something for you to dream on, have you ever thought of like a translator, like an ear thing?
Yeah, actually, I got a weird thing. I got a couple of those, but it only works for. And I look down at my glove, and I'll start just grabbing. There's these lines running up them. I'll grab one and start running my finger of it, and I'll say, let's see, there's Elvish, Jorvish, Gnomish, and that was a weird one. Deep speech,
How long does that last?
infinite.
Can you duplicate that?
No,
That's not your optimism I'm used to.
no, I don't know. I don't know how to make a translator necessarily. I got lucky incorporating these.
I'm going to look at him funny, and I'm going to speak to him in deep speech. Why do you speak deep speech?
And the rest of you hear like this.
Do you understand then?
Is this real life?
You don't know what that
Oceanus is like,
I'll respond to deep speech. You too? I got traded this from some weird shady guy.
Traded? What did you give him?
Oh, he's just looking for
great.
some gems.
I'm very confused. I'm like, what the-
Look at that. Kugel speaks deep speech, y'all. That's crazy.
I don't know
Say
what y'all
that-
are
Do
saying.
you say it in common or
Yeah,
do
that's
you
in
say-
common. That's common.
Oh, well, that's what that is. Right.
that sounded awful.
It is.
In Elvish,
Sorry, I have,
yes.
I have allergies.
How does that not hurt your throat?
It did.
Sacrifice we make.
It hurt his throat. In common.
All right. Well, I'll take the watch. I'll watch the water.
Thanks for
I'll watch
fixing
the land,
this.
and I'll kind of grabs his trident, and I'll take care of anything if I see it coming.
Okay, sounds good. Good night.
No, if we had an airship, this would happen.
I don't know how to make that. I'm too poor for that.
How long were we asleep before being awoken?
Few hours, maybe. But it's not cumulative. It has to be
In a row.
in a row.
Unless we're doing watch stop, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'll need to wake someone up then.
Yeah.
So I'll wake you up. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Looking at the skies at like Taco Bell time. Like,
You
Fourth
hear
meal.
It's
you hear a
late.
bell gong like way in the distance, and
one
you
Crunchwrap,
get
please.
the craving for a cheesy gordita crunch. So throughout Oceanus's watch, nothing rings off any alarms. He doesn't have to wake anybody up, and eventually, he actually ends up watching a bit longer than what was asked. But eventually, he comes to wake you. You take your watch, nothing out of the ordinary, and then one more time, same for
What day
Kugel.
is it?
And that's why I can never.
It is now the final day in the calendar month of Tarsak, the 30th of Tarsak.
The 30th of Tarsak.
Yeah, you hear the Legend of Zelda rooster crow in the distance. No, it's actually a frog, just a loud ass frog. Like as soon as the sun is kind of rising, and you all start to wake up. The campfire that was going for most of the night has fizzled out and is just kind of smoldering and smoking. But contrary to what this music would have you think, everything seems kind of okay at the moment. But you all wake up. What are we all doing?
As soon as I wake up, I guess first thing I'm gonna do is eat something. I eat a ration.
Okay.
Same.
Any particular kind of ration or?
Just a standard
Just a
general
ration.
store, dried fruits, dried meat, dried.
Granola bar with
Everything.
no flavor. Yeah.
Does Oceanus have anything neat?
He does. He does have some rations as well.
Some of us gave him some money.
That's true.
The shade is real.
Yeah, will you go take one out of yours? Thank you.
Any of y'all have like a teapot or a kettle or something similar? I should have picked one up while I was in town, but I did not.
I mean, I have a mess kit, maybe. It could be in there.
Yeah, would it be like a little pot in a mess kit?
It has a cup
Perfect. Can I borrow that?
and a shallow bowl.
Hey, actually, the bowl will do fine. Now I think about it.
Because it can be used as a cooking pan. Yes. Here's whatever you wanted.
I'm gonna take his bowl and I'm gonna walk up to the water. How murky is the water?
It's fairly murky. It doesn't look like gross beyond probably about 5 or 6 feet out. You would have to go because like the kind of the moss and the algae and stuff kind of builds up around the shoreline there.
Can't swirl it away.
Not easily because it kind of like swirls around, kind of comes back. You wouldn't, if you're asking if you can like get a good clean cup without going in the water, no. You'd have to kind of dip
I
it.
could maybe use some magic on there. Clean up the water. Or I could make it flavored where it doesn't taste bad.
I was just gonna boil some to wash with. Actually, can you boil this for me, Red, with your magic? I was gonna make a fire, but that works way better.
I mean, I can light a campfire if you make it.
I'll just scoop some algae water and walk over to Red, and I'll set it on a stump in front of him.
That's my prestidigitation. Just whatever you want.
Perfect. So
What do you do to the water?
So I can, I guess I could clean it. I can instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. So I guess I'd maybe like, I don't know if it's purified.
I'm just looking for
I can
boiling.
clean it. But then I can also light fire.
Because I ain't drinking
I
this.
can-
I just need it to not have skin eating
So
amoeba.
part of this is just sparks that are just.
Faster.
If you're looking to boil, you probably need to build the fire.
I can light a torch or a campfire or a candle,
Okay, I'll just get
but
some.
I can't just like hold fire.
I'll just get some kindling and just make a tiny little pile. And
Yeah,
I'll
I
say,
can do
you just?
that.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll put the bowl on it.
Yeah, this is not my burning hands like to it or any of that. Like it's just a little.
I'll sit
But
next to it.
As far as the water goes beyond that initial kind of 5-ish feet, it doesn't look nasty. It's not like sewer water. It's swamp water.
It's bad. It's bad water. That's why we're boiling some right now.
Not great to drink, but it's not so unsanitary that you wouldn't be able to eat fish or anything that you got out of it.
I could turn it a different color and I make it yellow.
Red, I don't like that comment.
All right, green.
Somehow that's not better. It's not worse. It's a little worse.
We got Captain Planet's gonna come for you.
I do like some sparks over it.
Just it's going. We can just let it sit. We'll let it sit for now.
I'm just sitting eating my ration, observing all of this.
All
Can
right.
you do this?
No. I do make the flame look a little different though each time you do it. And
Look
then,
at me. I'm red.
And then I change the color of my eyes as well. And I'm like, can you do this? And they're just
no.
I make them solid black.
But that is impressive.
And then I make them yellow.
Very impressive.
And then I make them my normal color again.
How do you do that?
And then I make a sound in the distance.
What sound do you make in the distance?
Just like a bird.
Just a bird?
Yeah. Or no. I do the whispers. I do the lost whispers.
So you hear.
There's a serial killer out here.
Not dissimilar from.
From Jason.
Yeah. No, but I mean, with everything that happened last night, it does put you a little on edge.
I make the ground just under him.
You Are you trying to like do this sneaky?
No, he was like, can you do this? So I'm like, these are some cool things that I can do.
So as you're like looking around with these whispers, you look back over to her and you see her like doing marionette actions.
Look at me. Oh, it's you. Well, that is impressive, some of this. The eyes are very impressive.
Thanks. I continue eating my rice.
Oceanus, he like has his backpack on and stuff, and he's just kind of like looks a little confused. I love that everybody snaps for their magic. It's gonna sound like a Grease musical during combat.
Well, how are the little sparks gonna happen? Just like, that's lame.
It's true.
No.
All right, so what are we doing?
I'm still eating my ration.
I'm waiting for water to boil.
Okay. After water boils, after rations are done, what are we doing?
Oh, after the water's boiling, I'm
Camp and move on.
gonna wait till it's not burning, kill me boiling, and then I'm gonna take out my bar of soap.
So you're just looking to like
Wash my
off,
face.
bathe, stuff like that.
Ooh,
Okay.
Hey,
Anybody-
you know, I can do that too, and I like clean your face.
Oh, what the shit, Red? So you can just give baths automatically?
I can clean just a little bit. Or I can make it dirty, and I make it dirty.
I was only gonna do my face, but can you like? And I was holding my arms out.
All right, you're clean.
Wow.
Ish.
It's like the weirdest Old Spice commercial.
Like, you probably should still take a shower, but, you know, you don't have dirt on you anymore.
All right, well, I'll put my soap away.
Then
Unless any of y'all
I'll
want
do
soap.
that to myself.
I'm fine.
All right.
That's good to know you have soap, though.
Oh, and here's your bowl, and I'll pick it up, and I'll just toss the water we're working on and hand it to
Yeah,
you.
I'll just snap into it and then put it in my stuff.
Okay.
So which way we're going?
I say we've packed the tents up and kind of.
Yeah. It would be
Yeah.
great if we had a compass. We could just...
The sun's the compass.
Yeah, is it cloudy? Is it cloudy
No,
today?
it's a fairly sunny day, still a little clouds. The biggest thing that would inhibit your ability to tell direction and time would be the canopy above. You can still see kind of which way the sun is coming through small little cracks and openings in the tree canopy above you. But
You can look at the moss.
it's not easy.
The moss on the trees. One of my books taught me that. In my brain, I'll pretend that I remember, but depending on what side of the tree the moss is on, that says like cardinally, that's the direction.
What direction?
I don't even know cardinal directions in real life, so I have no idea.
Aelin just kind of goes on about moss for a little bit.
Well, it's good to know that they grow on one side of trees only.
That's what my book told me. I don't even know if that's true, but that's what Akatar taught me.
So which way are we gonna? So let me ask you this better question then. Who would like to try and lead the party in the direction that you're trying to go? Which, pulling up the map here.
Moss tends to grow on the north side of trees. North-facing surfaces, because they like the darker, more humid environment. So that's a
So-
fun fact.
What hemisphere are we in?
I hope the northern.
Well, the only thing about that survival trick is that in a swamp and marshes, everything is dark and.
Well, that's really unfortunate.
So you look at a few trees to like. They're all just covered in moss
Of course they are.
everywhere.
Of course.
So you would have made your way fairly well into the marsh itself. Let's see. I don't know if I have. I don't have a full screen of this for
We have a
the
map, though.
stream. Sorry, guys. So best guess as to your location would be probably somewhere around here.
And the dot was the camp that we were trying to get to.
The dot is where the supposed lizard folk encampment is.
And that is across another the river there.
Yeah, so the dot kind of makes it hard to see, but that's almost kind of like a promontory that comes out a bit, so there is another body of water to cross.
I think if we're going to be moving up, we should probably try to go stealthily.
If you want to look at that, you can.
Yeah, you're from here.
Yes, I mean, if we're going to really investigate what the lizard folks are doing, we'll probably want to keep it low key for the time being, just to not stir any additional attention if we can avoid it.
Right.
We're being sneaky.
That would be my suggestion.
I could have made a better suit for that. Wish I'd known that was the plan, but I can figure it out.
See if
That's
I can
fine.
dig some
I'm fine.
oil out of the bag of holding and keep you from squeaking too much.
I don't know if that's gonna work. And I don't have it on right now, but I'll take my shield arm and I'll push in my chest, and my armor forms on me again, and I'll just start lifting my leg a bit. And every time I lift, it's just clanking.
I mean, we can, have someone break off as like a slight scout, to get a half mile ahead to see if it's an all clear kind of situation.
Who's the quietest?
Yeah, who's the scout? We don't have one of those, do we?
I'm not
Someone
stealthy at
can
all.
scout.
Yeah, me neither. You're loud. You're pretty loud too, clanking in that awesome blue-looking armor. Very fine craftsmanship.
Hey, you're
Bye, guy.
sneaky. I say in Elvish, right? Maybe. You like to scout?
Despite how my previous mission turned out, I like to think I'm kind of sneaky, yes.
Oh, Oceanus can sneak. Yeah.
Oceanus can sneak in common.
Hey, you want to go like maybe 60 feet ahead, be our scout for us, and maybe give us a symbol, like a signal if something's up, or
Sure.
find something?
Do you have a signal in mind?
Could do like an owl, like a whoo.
No sound.
Can you do the mind speaky thing that you can do? Maybe.
Are you a magic user? I say in Elvish.
No.
No. in
Okay,
common.
maybe if you see like some lizard folk, you turn around, you just go like, because like dinosaur people, kind of like claws, and dragon people. They're like lizard folk,
So, like,
I don't know if they're like
Do
dinosaurs.
you think we should just stick together?
Could just stay together.
That way he's not jumped all the way 60 feet ahead of us.
she's saying? She's saying she's doubting my sneaking skills.
She was asking if we should just stick together. Completely obliterating Kugal's idea, I say in Elvish.
We tend to function better.
I'm here as an aide, and I will help in what ways I can, so just tell me how you would like. I can stick with the group. I can scout a bit ahead. I will say, and he kind of points out, it's fairly dense marsh. I don't know how far ahead I could be while still being able to...
That's a good point. We should
He's
probably
talking
stick
about the
together.
dinosaurs.
I think we'll stick
Oh, the
together.
dinosaurs.
Oceanus thinks we should stick together, so I think maybe we follow his vibe. It gets real thick up ahead, he says.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, well, before we start moving real quick, I'll hold up my shield, turn a dial, grab a little lever, pull it, and a blue aura shimmers over me real quick, and then a light purple aura shimmers over me real quick as I start channeling resistance on myself repeatedly and gain 4 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Fancy.
Wow.
It looks like a Yuna cast something on you, and
Yeah.
you get the little thing. The
Final
little
Fantasy X
circles
barrier.
going around.
Yeah.
All right. Kugal, are you looking to lead the way, or...
Sure. I will use my staff to kind of feel our way through the marsh a bit, looking for deep spots or see what we find.
Okay. Make a survival check for me, and this is just going to be a standard check this time, because this will have officially. We're now kind of in the deepest parts of this. You've never been this deep. That's what she said.
Ew.
15 total.
Okay. You feel pretty confident, kind of just gauged on like where you came from versus like where the sun is kind of just barely peeking through the canopy, and you start heading off to the northwest. You feel pretty confident about it, and everybody is following.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Feel super confident in your leadership.
Almost like the
Like-
hero of
makes fun of us.
Saltmarsh.
I'm like, Kulu knows exactly where we're going. This is great. And he's got that staff.
No one heard you that time, Red. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
So, several hours go by, and the marsh itself stays more or less kind of the same consistency, I guess you'd say, in terms of like walkable land versus where you would have to actually go in the water. There are a few times that you do have to go into about shin-high water. With like, because otherwise you would have to just veer way off course there. The sounds of the swamp itself pretty consistent throughout, but I would like actually let me ask you this. Are we doing kind of a line deal, or are we doing kind of 2 by 2, or are we just fanning out?
I'd say line. If we're fanning out a 2x2 in a swamp, I don't feel like that can go too well.
Okay.
Plus, we can hide our numbers.
That is accurate.
All right. Kugal, make another survival check, and then whoever's second in line needs to make a survival check.
Be me or Aelin next, right? You want next or me?
I'll go next. You said a survival check?
Mm-hmm.
The dice tower's letting me down already. 9. My plussy was more than my roll.
You said 9?
Mm-hmm.
And you?
12.
12? Okay. So, as you're walking forward and you're navigating these various areas of just water, you see the occasional crocodile or snake kind of slithering through the water or kind of wrapped around a tree. Looking up, there is kind of that hanging moss that comes down. You all kind of have to take this kind of small land bridge path around that then finally kind of opens up into a little bit more walkable terrain. And the two of you, as you move forward, it's almost, you kind of hit the same spot at the same time since it kind of fans out a bit. You feel the earth beneath you itself give on your left foot.
Hate
and
that.
you both kind of fall into this kind of like sinkhole pit that you two and Oceanus just barely managed to stop before. And I need you to make, both of you to make a strength saving throw.
Aye.
It's a DC of 12.
Strength saving. 16.
Okay. Okay, so with you out in front, you kind of hit this pit just a bit deeper than what Aelin does, and she's able to pull her leg out.
Can I like reach for him or
But
something?
yours, your fall actually stops once you get about to the top of your thigh, and it's just this thick mud that's just kind of sucked you in. The
Give me your-
fall itself.
You
The-
think I'd
the,
be from here? I would know these things.
The staff thing.
You take just 2 bludgeoning damage from the
Aye.
fall.
Can he like extend his staff to me and I can like try and
Yeah,
pull it
and
to
he's
pull
kind of
him
like
out?
awkwardly, because now like he's got one
Throw a
foot that's
rope.
like out on solid ground, and the other one's just
Oh.
like
You're
in.
not all the way in
Yeah.
it. I was ready to pull you out by your.
Kugo? Yep, you good?
Oh, skin.
I'm a little
you wanna
skinned
try and
up, I think.
pull him out.
Well, was he able to just like step out himself?
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna help you get out.
Make a strength or athletics check for me. What are y'all two doing?
Just watching, concerned. Doing
Okay.
like a tilt looking down at him. Are you good down there?
Strength or athletics?
Oceanus runs up to help. So you can roll that with advantage.
Okay, my first roll,
Not really
and I get to
like-
pick which one is the highest. Okay, so my first roll would have been a 16.
Okay.
A 16.
Okay. Okay. So you and Oceanus both go up. Oceanus kind of reaches under kind of your left arm as Aylin's kind of pulling up on your right arm. These two gentlemen are just kind of watching.
You alright?
Trying not to get in the way.
And I mean, it's like pulling somebody up out of a like vat of tar almost. This mud is just thick and dense.
I mean, I'm not gonna lose my boots.
But you manage to grip your toes, like kind of gripping your shoes.
Stretch my toes out,
possible. If anybody's ever been to Mudfest, you do manage to hold on to your boots.
Okay.
And you get kind of pulled out
Start
of
trying
that.
to clean you off. Like,
You hear red snapping in the background.
And the dirt vanishing with each snap.
Yeah, buddy.
see, I'm doing my part. I'm good at this.
Jamie in the background. I didn't do shit.
I was useless that time. You good? Yeah, it's just
Positivity.
That's our Helldivers. I'm doing my part.
What was that? Was that like a how'd you fall in there? What happened?
The ground gave out.
Just gave out? I started looking around my feet, just stepping. Lightly. That can happen here?
Yeah, it like looking at the spot where he went in, it looked like a pretty normal spot in the ground that just sank in when he stepped into it.
So we gotta step like toes first, and like almost like we're walking on like a bridge that can break, moving forward. That's what this place is like.
So this was like sinkhole natural.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure it wasn't like some sort of
Didn't-
spike trap.
No, it
of
didn't
that-
seem like
okay.
any kind of trap or anything
Okay.
like that.
Could we use like a long like a walking stick, for example? Like if I see like a pretty big branch, could I like like test the ground before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start just kind of looking for.
A walking
I'm
stick.
gonna
You want one?
Get a nice walking stick. Yeah.
Okay. I'll reach into my pocket, just take out a small ball and lob it to her. Whenever you want the stick, just push the button, but make sure that the button is aimed upright. Like
Just
this.
the TikTok staff.
Actually, no. Wait, how was it? It was like, hold it like this and press the button. And do not aim it at anybody.
You just have a collapsible walking stick?
Yeah, made it a while ago. Remember when we were in that weird undead area and they had the glowy necklace or something? And yeah, 10-foot pole.
Wow! This is great. I'm like a
Try,
kid
like-
in a candy shop.
Try like spinning it.
I do.
You start trying to do martial arts with it?
Now let's not go crazy.
Star
now.
Wars
We
kid
don't want to
over
lose
You
it.
know, this guy could really spin
Do
it.
you start spinning it?
Just a little.
3 of you make dexterity saving
Oh
throws.
shit.
I wasn't gonna do it like
Some Star Wars kid.
I was like like a baton.
No, yeah.
Baton
no,
throw.
I know.
18.
16.
Does anybody have another 20 that I can borrow?
I have a lot.
I have a couple over here. too.
No, I got a 3.
Oh no.
We need to we need a dice jail.
I'll just like start over from there.
So Oceanus, Red, and Colt, as you kind of spin this, we all kind of like
No, we're just ducks.
Kugal, like you're still a little distracted by the dirt kind of being
Yeah.
off you, and just this 10-foot pole just bonks you in the back of the head.
I audibly like cackle a little.
Yeah,
like,
no
I'm so
damage.
sorry.
No damage.
Oceanus, are you good?
Did you
at,
see
like,
me though? It was cool, right?
twirling-
I mean,
It
before I
was
hit
great.
you.
It was awesome.
like twirling your like
It's
that.
like you literally
but-
touched it with a 10-foot ball.
I'm much
Can't-
better than that.
Show us a move or two.
Right here?
Yeah, sure. Just pull it, whatever.
He pulls out the trident and does like a and like grabs it back like every move of that was like solid.
Yeah.
Like
I'm sure he
completely
could-
in control. Like if you've ever seen one of those nunchuck dudes that actually
Oh,
knows how to
yeah.
nunchuck, it was like that, but with a damn trident.
I'm sure he could teach you some moves.
It was really cool.
She's very impressed and calm. Could you teach her how to do that with the pole?
We need more time.
Yeah.
What she did was, wasn't good.
You gotta start somewhere.
I'm
Shoot the
feeling
hell out of me.
more and more like Kugal is my only friend here.
You have no idea what they're saying though.
You have to start somewhere though in Elvish.
Absolutely. The first step to being very good at something is kind of sucking at it, and you go from there. I'd be happy to train.
He would be happy to train you if you want to like
Very
do
nice of him.
some pole stuff.
Yeah.
I know you're a magic user, and you like to smash things with your mace, like heads.
Yeah. It's very
Would you
kind
want
of
to do
him.
that with the pole? Like,
Yeah, sometime that would, that would be fun.
Okay, continuing on.
Around
Hey,
the
whatever.
side.
round the hole.
So are we marching the same way? Are you out in front with the pole now?
Oh yeah, you could use
It can be, yeah.
Okay.
a tap, tap, tap.
All right. I need you to make a survival check, then.
Getting solid
16?
rolls.
Okay. You take the lead and start kind of testing the ground as you're moving along, and yeah, kind of seems like you're headed in the right direction. You're not running into any further bog pits.
Do we only just hear like wildlife?
Yep.
No voices,
If you're
no-
if you're trying to listen for something specific, if anybody's like trying to listen out for that, you can make a perception check for that. Otherwise, I'm just going off of your passive perception.
Just looking for something different than what the normal background noise is.
Okay.
Voices.
Sure. You don't hear any whispers or voices or anything like that. Nothing that would be.
The commotion of a small village or something.
Sure.
Running water.
A shower.
Well, rushing water as in like the river that we're kind of
Sure.
hopefully getting closer to.
As you continue on, you've not run into any more issues. You did actually find a couple more of those kind of sinkholes that you managed to avoid with that walking stick.
Good.
Good work.
Thank you.
The sun is now definitely past kind of the noon area and has now kind of moved further kind of towards the west, coming through. So quite a bit more shadows are creeping into the swamp itself. I need everybody to make a survival check for me. Continue on.
Hey, let's just be safe. Can you get some light on you as well? Just keep those shadows at bay.
18.
Okay.
18. Wait. No. 19.
Nice.
8.
Okay. You said yours is what?
10.
10? Okay. Aelin, you are a fucking pro at these bog pits. Like, nailing them. So much so you get a little bit fixated on them. And what at first kind of feels like just a little bit of kind of moisture or dew or whatever just kind of dropping off of the trees, which isn't out of the ordinary. This whole place is just soggy, for lack of a better term. But those of you behind her kind of see this as it's happening from the canopy above. drips down this big. I mean, it just looks like a giant yellow-green booger from the top, and it just lands square on your back.
It's really gross.
We all
really
stop and ew
gross.
as it falls on her.
And as it lands on her, and you're left, you notice smoke actually kind of coming up off of her armor. And the spots where it like kind of hits your arm or your hand and the back of your neck actually start to burn. And you take 6 acid damage from this slime that has dripped down from the
Clean it off.
treetop.
I'll take my armor glove and start slapping it off of her.
He starts snapping.
He cleans, I
Start
slap.
trying to cast prestidigitation as best as I can.
You slap.
Just slapping the goo off.
As it's burning, how do you react?
I shout. Like, not like shout, but like, ah! Like, what the?
Right? I mean, are you like, do you try and like run out of it? Are you dropping the pole, or like, what does that look like?
I like shimmy, like, yeah.
Okay.
And like go like, you
Try
know.
to sling it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear Red start snapping super fast as this is kind of washed off. Colt, you run up and start brushing the stuff off. As you do, you actually notice your glove is actually partially damaged from this, whatever this stuff is, as it's kind of, you see it kind of almost like alien blood, like
I look
burning
up.
into your...
Is there more of this?
There's a few other pieces around, nothing directly above you at the moment, though.
Kugal, what in the hell is this?
Kugal, you would know this would be... actually, you know what? Make one more survival check. You can do this one with advantage, though. Just you know what it is, but how much you know about it, I'll say. It says.
15. Just 6.
This is what most people would refer to as green slime, and it typically hangs in places, just kind of dark, damp places, and likes to fall.
Would I know, like, probably the quick course to maybe, like, freeze it or burn it off or something of that nature to...
The best way that you know to deal with it with 15 would be that any kind of sunlight, anything that cures disease, or any effect that deals fire, cold, or radiant damage destroys it.
Okay.
So like if I cast radiant,
Yeah, there's like they've wiped a lot of it off, but there's still pieces and patches on you that's kind of burning into your armor.
a side question, would I know like, if I had, say hypothetically 30 gallons of water to get it off of my body, would that help or not so much? Okay.
I just kind of yell, burn it or freeze it, burn it or freeze it.
That's you, Red?
I can start doing like a ray of frost, but I
I-
send one, but then I'm like, oh, you're gonna have to take damage almost.
Yeah.
I shot you before I thought.
Are you
about
wanting to try and avoid it?
No, because if not, then I'm gonna, because
Okay.
I'm assuming you shared it with us,
Make
I'm
it-
gonna do radiant
Make
damage
an
on
attack roll
myself.
with advantage.
it? 20,
I assume that hits your armor class.
5.
So you take 5 frost damage. You feel this kind of freezing pain, almost like if your hand is wet and you reach into like a bucket of ice, like that kind of burning, searing. But as you kind of feel that or enduring that pain, you see this slime kind of freeze and just crack and just crumble off of your armor. There are definitely scars on the back of your right shoulder itself, on the armor piece. But it's not the armor. It didn't do enough damage to diminish the armor or damage it beyond repair.
Okay.
Would mending take care of that?
Read mending to me.
Mending. The spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch. This is a broken chain link, 2 halves of broken key, torn cloak.
So this would not, because it's not like ripped or torn. It's like melted almost.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I come run over. I'm like, I'm sorry.
No,
sorry,
thank you
it's-
for-
I didn't-
Stopping that.
Does that stuff melt glass, too?
What? That?
Yeah. Isn't that slime like on the ground that maybe fell around?
Oh, like maybe we can bottle it.
There's some on the ground, yeah.
I'll take one of my vials and I'll just dip the base of it in there and for like 5 seconds and lift it up.
Okay. Let me check something. I'll say that, yeah, you would be able to bottle that,
Oh,
but
Wow.
you will have to be very careful about getting it, so you're going to need to make a sleight of hand check or risk getting it on your gloves.
I try to gather everybody else to the spot where it dropped, that we know we have a column above us that is
Yeah.
empty. So we're all kind of like,
what if I get my smith's tools out and I take a small like pair of pliers to hold the vial? Kind of like those dudes doing radioactive bars, like they got the mask on to hold the thing and they.
Sure. I mean, whatever you want to do,
Homer.
whatever you want to try.
I'm gonna take out my smith's tools and just take out those pliers. I'm gonna put the vial in it, slowly dip it down, and try to.
Grab it. So you do manage to use the pliers, go in, scoop it up, and kind of set it down. But your pliers, the bottom,
Oh
whatever,
yeah, they get damaged. Yeah.
it absolutely just chewed through it. And as you set it down, like that side of the plier is just completely, like, falls off.
Well, make a new one of those tonight, and I'll toss it aside.
You don't want to
Litterbug.
keep that there, no?
No, they're broken.
Well, to like make a new one.
Oh, I got a bunch of scimitars and stuff I can use for metal already.
We're just gonna leave it.
I look over in the mud. I mean, if you want them, you can have them, Brett. You want 'em?
No, not like that. More just. I'm sure the swamp will destroy it eventually.
This place sucks.
I'll
not
stop
Four
at that,
seasons.
that vial. How do I track that? What do I call that?
We'll call it just a vial of acid.
Okay.
Does my armor look like cool and worn and like edgy now, or does it look like you need to get this fixed?
I would say halfway in between. Like, not something. Like, it's definitely not in a state where, if something specifically was aiming for that spot, couldn't do some real damage, but not so much that it's just going to break on you for no reason. So definitely something that you may look into repairing when you get back to town.
So they can fix it in town.
Possibly.
your new car got its first scratch.
The Dwarven Anvil is pretty well, like, they're pretty well known for being able to
Okay.
craft fine things. But in terms of the magical abilities that it has, those have not been diminished.
Okay, good.
So what are we doing here?
I'm racking my brain right now if any of the spells that I know can possibly help me with this so that tomorrow I can have something ready.
Help you with what now?
Like, it's falling and I'm like, oh no. Like, maybe I could gust of wind, I guess it away. Like, reaction.
Oh, I got you.
Or like,
It's pretty wild stuff.
I don't think I have anything for that.
so I'm trying to like look at all of my known spells and see if there's anything that maybe would help me.
Was that a saving throw she had to do?
Yes.
Well, I have one thing that could help you, I guess, if you wanted. I was using it on me. Do you want some resistance?
It's all right.
No, if you're in front, you probably should have it anyhow.
I mean, I would just hate to take it from you.
I'll be all right. I'll walk up and are you just standing up with your arms at your sides, just
Yeah.
talking? Okay. I'll take my shield, just bump you with it, and then I'll pull the lever that time, and that light blue aura shimmers over you instead. You have resistance. That's a D4 to any saving throw.
Thank you. How nice.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if the goo comes, you'll maybe have a better chance to evade it.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll just keep that on her. It's concentration.
All right. We moving forward?
Yes.
Oh, I can do this to myself, I think.
Really?
It just needed to be on you, and you're like, oh yeah.
Oh, but no, it's only for 1 minute.
Well, it's concentration. You do it over and over.
Do I have to cast it each time?
Cantrip.
Oh, mine's not.
Your resistance isn't a cantrip?
Well, I was gonna do bless on myself.
Oh, bless is a spell.
Yeah.
That's a concentration.
So you're
Yes,
casting
thank you.
resistance on her?
Yeah, no, she's not doing it. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Thank you.
So you're picking up your 10-foot pole and moving forward? Same marching order?
I'm also doing this number, and not only do I have a nice little blue sheen to me, but let's do also a nice green. I'm kind of lighting the way.
Okay. You see
Very cool.
Aelin kind of follow your suit, and you see this kind of greenish yellow aura kind of emit a light off of her armor there.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the rear
See
this
what
time
she
if you all want to go ahead.
Yes, very impressive.
I start tapping and looking up and like,
Looking everywhere.
I'm very on edge. That
Okay.
hurt.
Yeah, no, that was not fun.
Actually, you know what? Before we move on, hang on just a second. I'm gonna
Okay.
cure myself. I give myself a pep talk. And
Are you like giving yourself affirmations?
Yeah, because it's healing word, so you know, I'm just like, girl, like it's fine. Like, whoa.
I'm a good person.
I'm gonna get
And
good.
I heal myself for what's my plus on this? Is that really just 1d4? Plus your spellcasting mod.
It's because it's a bonus action and ranged.
Oh, so my James.
Hello. That is a 5.
I heal myself for 7. That's a big plussy.
Nice.
Okay, I continue on.
Okay.
Got the right stuff, baby.
So continuing through, as
Wait!
yeah,
As everyone goes ahead, I go get those broken pliers. I put them in my pocket without anyone looking. and then I follow.
make a if you're trying to do it sneakily, make a stealth check.
7.
Everybody sees you do it. As you go to grab it, you like so just beneath the mud is like a decent sized stick, and when you and the first to turn around is Oceanus, and he like is ready to grab his trident as he like turns around to look at you, and you're already like halfway down grabbing.
I grab them casually and pocket them and just walk towards them. What are y'all doing? Let's go.
So you did grab
I don't know. What?
him. We saw you. We all saw you.
Saw me what? What?
Pull the
Why are we
pliers out of
stopped?
him
Why are we
off the
not going
ground.
right
We're
now?
waiting on you
I'm here. Let's go. Let's do
to
this.
pick up your litter.
Swamp. What litter?
Well, it's not a litter anymore.
You're being weird again.
It's like refuse. Debris.
Aelin, lead the way.
Aelin's like 15 feet out in front of you now, like.
Oh, we're falling behind. We gotta go. I push red lightly.
Colt pulled the stuff out of the barn.
All right.
I knew it. I knew he would.
For literally no reason at all, everybody please make a perception check for me.
For literally no reason.
I promise no reason.
I don't like that perception. I'm inspiration.
Over attempt.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a much better perception.
Nailed it. 14.
Wow.
18.
Perception 17.
8. It's a tough dice day for you.
Yes, it is.
What was yours, Red?
14.
Okay. Oceanus was not great either. He's too busy looking up at the canopy now. Those of you who rolled a 15 or higher hear what sounds like. So as you've been walking through this marsh, you've heard various sounds of the marsh: frogs, crickets, cicadas, birds, and you continue to hear those, but you also hear what sounds like almost like a deeper, like croaking sound.
The hell?
In kind of in the distance, at least 30 to 50 feet away. It's hard to say, and you hear it from a couple different
Don't like that.
directions. You would also hear the sound of reeds kind of swaying or moving, like movement in the distance. But you don't see anything.
Are we getting surrounded? Y'all hear that?
Hear what?
The weird.
I stop, yeah, and I'm like, there's something definitely. Maybe should I put my light out?
I don't know. Is that gonna help
We're
something?
going dark.
Oh yeah, maybe. It
She's a homing beacon right now.
Yeah. No. I don't know. Not all of us can see in the dark, though. Can you see in the dark? I say that.
Is it dark
Shadows?
or is it
You
just
can see pretty well in the dark.
so it's dark or we just
It's dark
Fade.
because
Fade.
the sun is not. So the sun is not down. It's just so far, kind of at an angle, that the shadows are very heavy.
I think everybody should just circle.
Let's start taking some dodge actions. I don't want to get shot by another arrow right now.
What is it?
I just
They-
bunkered down with my shield.
Charlie in the trees? Like, what's going on?
Something's there. Something's around. Something's close. Maybe getting closer.
Yeah,
I don't hear.
I'm-
What
Do I
what
recognize the
what-
sound at all?
I'd say yeah. This after you hear it, because you rolled a what?
It was like on the survival or what was it?
Yeah. So like the first few times, nothing to worry about. After hearing everybody stop and then hearing a few of these go off, it sounds like bullywugs.
So yeah, I'm googling bully.
They're like little frog people.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
They are not friendly, and you don't know too much about them because you've typically not run too far to them.
That one is.
Oh.
He cute little boy.
That one looks terrible.
What is this?
Yeah,
What,
this
what,
one
you know-
looks terrible.
Google, you know what this is?
It's a bullywug.
So what do? Do we like make ourselves look larger and scary? Do we be friendly? What do we do?
Would I know what to do?
Hey, do like a booming voice. Scare them then. Let's get
The booming voice?
maybe frighten them off.
I make a sound of lightning in the distance.
With using
My thaumaturgy?
thaumaturgy?
Prestidigitation? Thaumaturgy? Thaumaturgy.
Probably thaumaturgy. So
Yep.
you do kind of a
Yep.
in the distance.
Yep. Nothing. I still hear them.
I can make it smell bad. Would that help?
I don't think so. I think it already smells pretty bad around here. Again, I suggest everybody's like, I think everybody needs to kind of circle up a little bit. I think we are surrounded, and we probably need to try to play nice.
Did they tell us anything about the swamp here or no?
The screaming in deep speech is a bad idea.
Just that it's really dangerous.
I don't think we speak.
Yeah, but it sounds scary, right? Did we see anything actually like approaching?
No, not at the moment.
Do we hear like a cello starting to play? Like
Yeah, you do.
deep chords.
You
What do we do? What do we do?
I'm gonna call out. We mean you no harm. We're just passing through.
you hear this before you see it. a 3 spears
jeez.
sink down into the mud right at all of your feet. One of them does a 19 hit your AC, Colt.
Would my dodge action help at all?
Was your dodge action with, is that advantage?
It just makes disadvantage on attacks against me.
18.
Yes.
That hits or no?
That does hit.
Okay. You have the dot, and you like turn because you hear another croak like off in the other direction as a spear sinks into the back of your shoulder. This time, sticking out, dealing 6 piercing damage.
Shatters that little barrier around me.
You see this kind of magical aura just almost shatter off of Colt. And that's when you hear kind of the croaking and the sound of splashing water in multiple directions around you. And we're going to go ahead and go into initiative, but we're going to take a quick 10-minute break first before we go into combat here. So hang out with us. We'll be right back. 10 minutes. We'll be back. Quick and easy mission, Morty. Maybe. Or maybe not. I gotta figure out why this thing ain't working. Alright, there we go.
To share one more with me?
I might.
Bam.
If you can open it with the
I'll
awesome...
I'll do better this time, I promise. It'll be entertainment also for everybody.
Okay. 2, please, Mr. DM.
I got it.
Will you take this with you? Thank you so much. Okay, love you, bye.
What am I doing? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Our DM's off to go get some drinks for us. It's very nice of him.
Yes.
The first time that I opened it with the bike,
also stands for Drink Master.
exactly. I may or may not have spilt it everywhere. So that'll be quality entertainment. You know what? We should. I'll try and open it with my wrench, maybe. Or should I
that's
try
right.
that
Now
one?
that he's gone, we need to talk meta. So who's going first in combat?
What did we roll?
It doesn't matter. I can hold my turn.
Who's going
if you
first? I
want.
rolled a 13.
I rolled a 20. Or 18 plus 2.
I rolled a 10, so I'm probably going after 4 bullywugs. But I plan on punching one really hard.
So we can't Ginyu force this.
No,
We're too spread
probably
out.
not. Probably not.
Are we going to talk to them or straight to
pissed.
violence?
He's going
Oh
straight
no,
to
straight to
violence.
violence.
I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah, no, they hurt you. No, I hate them.
I'm going
That's
to
right.
try.
There's a spear in my shoulder.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, yeah.
You gonna try to talk? You can talk quick, because one's getting gibbed with the power of thunder.
I'm mad on your behalf. You know, I just was acid rained on, and now you've been impaled.
I'm gonna send him 10 feet into a tree. That's my plan.
Yeah, these
Here's-
things
here's
give
a
you
thought.
warts. Smash.
Here's a thought, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You take the spear out of yourself.
Uh-huh.
You throw it at them. I hold my turn. I do gust of wind, and we launch that spear.
Strategizing in here? That's what I'm hearing.
No.
No, definitely not.
Don't roll the tape.
Okay, let's try it with, have a small wrench.
Thanks, buddy.
I brought one of these too.
Oh, you can have that if you want. You want daiquiri?
No, I've got
He said.
liquid over here. Good. I just saw it in there. I was like,
Got some
maybe
liquid gold
maybe
over it.
Jamie would like this.
It does look
I think
tasty.
it's 2. Thanks, Jamie, for supporting me.
For new viewers, they don't want me to open them anymore because I don't want to break.
That was a whole thing. That was a whole thing. Alrighty, so we are back, and we'll go ahead and just jump into battle. We rolled initiative actually, kind of off camera, so we've already got that going. Damn, I actually kind of got that perfect, just about.
I was pretty lined up.
Ugh. Alright, your mini cam maestro, Mr. Jamie there.
Can do.
Alright, can we go ahead and line it up? Go ahead.
It made a noise, but I can't get it off still.
Oh,
You need some assistance?
Last time I did it, though, I spilled it everywhere, so I'm really trying to redeem myself.
I'm like,
everybody braced. As you all have kind of heard these noises echoing through the marsh, and now seeing these spears get flung at you through the woods. One of them finding purchase in your shoulder, in your back there. You see charging out of the foliage these creatures.
Frog people.
Frog people, frog people, talk like frog. Really? I don't know. I don't remember it. South Park. All right. So, here, I'll show this to the stream. Hey, look at that stream. There we go. Bullywugs. Alrighty. So initiative. Aelin, you are actually top of initiative.
They're all scattered.
Yeah, they're kind of coming from a bunch of different directions, almost like they had the ability to kind of plan and set up their ambush.
I see. Well, we're just gonna take it nice and easy breezy at first, and I'm gonna just cast Sacred Flame on the one that's Which one hit Colt? Because I don't want to attack that one. I want him to be able to deal with the one that hurt him.
Colt was hit kind of in the back shoulder, so it would have been this one back here.
Okay, I want to go for the guy under the tree.
Which one?
That would be like to the
that corner?
Yeah.
Under the camera.
Yeah, I want to attack that guy.
Okay. How are you going to attack?
I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame on him, so he needs to make a Dex saving throw, and he needs to beat a 15.
Okay. All right, so that would be this one. You said Dex save?
Yes, chef.
He failed.
He takes 7 radiant damage.
Okay. So this radiant damage just kind of sears into this thing's flesh as it's kind of jumping out of the foliage at you, and you hear it kind of as it jumps out and takes damage. Definitely wounded, but not mortal at the moment.
Okay.
End of turn?
Yes.
Okay. That's going to bring us to this one over here that's kind of standing up on top of the rocks.
Oh, that's the same guy I just hit.
The other one.
This one.
Oh, I didn't even see him. Okay. The tree is blocking him
They
from me.
are very, very stealthy in the swamps. You hear a
Oh, shit, there's 2 back there, too. God damn.
almost like a chant coming from this one, like
Are they speaking that
and it
deep
seems
thing?
to bolster all of the other ones around. You see kind of this vigor in their eyes as they continue to try and charge forward.
Got themselves a pep talk.
Let's see here. And that's going to bring us to some of the bullywugs here. Which is this first one right here, who is going to 5, 10, 15. Actually, they'll go right up here on this kind of rock right here. And they are going to use their spear to actually try and stab at you, Aelin. That's going to be a 17.
Nope.
Okay, you managed to parry it off. The next one.
I'm gonna be even stronger tomorrow. You guys just wait.
5,
Just
10,
wait.
15. and is going to take a stab at you, Red.
Nice.
But is definitely going to miss as you just see it just in time. Dodge out of the way. This one you actually see, leap out of the water and land right on the other side of you, Colt, and is going to take an attack at you and is going to get a plus based on the flanking. It's going to be a 19.
Gotta hit.
That is going to be 6 piercing damage as he sinks into you. Kugal, that brings us to you.
I would like to kind of step out from, the center of the kill zone. Like next to Aelin, maybe a little bit in front of her, if I can.
Okay.
Just kind of diagonally this direction.
Yeah. If you do that, you are going to take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he had stepped up.
You'll actually technically take 2 attacks of opportunity.
The one that's chanting, is he within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to attempt a mind spike upon him, which would be a wisdom 13.
Okay.
Oh, no, I didn't mean.
He's going to succeed on that with a 22. I'm sorry, 21.
Well, poop. Do half as much on a save. Okay, so I still get to roll. You still are going to take something, which is 11, 12, so 6. Take 6 damage on that.
6 damage?
Correct.
Okay. So you cast this, you're casting Mind Spike.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like psychic damage?
Yes.
Okay, so you see this kind of darkish purple energy try and pierce through this bullywug, and as it tries to pierce through him, you see this kind of light blue, almost like barrier that just kind of blocks it a little bit. It looks like it definitely put cracks in that magical barrier, but it is it didn't seem to harm him.
Maybe I'll kind of relay that to my people who are around me.
Okay.
He's got a little protection. I am going to use my bonus action, Misty Step. So that should allow me to move without the opportunity attack?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, as a bonus action, yes.
Then I would like to Misty Step to... the edge of like kind of the... Like I'm headed towards that fella. Just right up to like the water's edge.
Like here?
Not all the way up, but yeah, just across like the water from him.
Okay.
And that will be my end there.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Red.
Cool. The guy that was doing all the croaking and stuff, that was kind of obvious. Like, we knew who it was. The guy over here.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. He's in 120 feet range, so I'm going to throw a Chaos Bolt at him.
Okay.
So I do my spell roll. That's going to be a 23
That
to
is.
hit. All right, cool. So let's roll some d8s. And it'd be great if they were the same, wouldn't it? That was a 5. It was the same. Okay. And then, okay, cool. All right, so this guy's wet, right? So I'm going to choose lightning. So he gets 10 lightning damage. and then
To the one over
to
there?
the one over there,
Okay.
and then 6 just damage. And then since I rolled the 2 8s on the same, it actually arcs to another one within 30 feet.
Wow.
Okay.
So I guess that guy would be
could
the
be-
closest, or
Yeah, he would be the closest.
sure, yeah, we'll just roll it that way.
Okay.
That's
And
cool.
That is cool.
it could in theory just happen forever. 18 plus 7 on the second one.
That hits.
All right, so 6. I rolled 2 6s. I promise. I'm not,
Nice, baby.
Chain
He's pissed.
it's just arcing. And then, okay, so that would be 12. What is the thing? Okay, so that was 12 poison, and then
To the first one?
So 12 poison to this one.
What was the
and then
damage for the
2.
first one? Sorry.
10 plus 6.
So
10
16.
10 lightning and then just 6
Okay.
damage. And then, 12 poison and then 2 damage. And then it's going to arc again if someone's within 30 feet.
Oh, there's a guy that's behind.
Yeah, we'll just
Oceanus,
arc to
Yep.
this guy. Okay. It's going to stop there.
That was a really cool
11.
spell.
That was awesome.
That's awesome. I've never seen that spell before, James.
The
You
chaos.
said
Red?
that second hit was. I'm sorry, I've got a lot to go through here.
It was
So
11.
11 total damage.
Oh, sorry.
To the second
so
one?
14 on this one, sorry.
14 total on that one.
damage.
Okay.
And then 11 to arc to that one.
Wait, 11 to hit or 11 damage?
So it hit.
Oh.
Attack
11
roll.
is going to miss on that one.
It just fizzles out, and
Yeah.
I'm very impressed. And I would end my turn like,
All right. End of turn?
end of turn.
That was
Done.
awesome.
Yes.
Colt.
I see these dudes just surrounding me. I was getting ready to channel a spell, but now that I'm surrounded, I turn, I'm picking which one to hit, and I see just this bolt of magic just whiz past this one in the back. And that's how I chose my target. I turned to him with my fist clenched, and I turned to go for a punch.
On the one behind you?
Yeah, that
Okay. Make an attack roll, sir.
Thunder punch. Falcon punch.
23.
Boom.
Yeah.
He is going to get punched for 12 thunder damage.
Boom.
That's a big punch.
Big
You-
punch.
His nose goes.
And as you hit, you find that your punch almost hits something before it hits him.
Oh.
But you like kind of punch through it and actually make contact with this thing's chest itself, and it definitely deals some damage. But he is still standing.
I'll use my bonus action to quickly go behind my shield, twist another knob, and that light purple barrier will shimmer over me. And give me 4 temporary HP. That dude now is, anytime he's looking at anything other than me, he's going to hear that ringing in his ears, so he's going to have disadvantage unless he attacks me.
Oh, yeah, you gave him tinnitus.
You gave him tinnitus.
Part of the gloves. Anytime I punch, if I hit.
Here, you look through these and put whatever one you deem necessary on there, so I can keep it going here.
Get the tinnitus ring.
And yeah, I don't think we have a tinnitus tag, but we should, and now we'll look into it. Next is going to be Oceanus, who is also, he sees you attack this one, and he's going to turn around and try and follow up again. So he pulls out his trident and goes to make a attack, but this thing, after being hit by you, sees this second attack coming and kind of dodges out of the way, which is going to bring us to our other two bullywugs here who were not going first. So this first one is going to jump. Let's see, actually with Kugal, with you kind of running out front, they're both going to leap. Actually, you know what? No. This one's going to leap again out of the water. Impressive legs. And is going to actually take a stab at Oceanus. after seeing him take a swing at this other one. And it's actually going to make 2 swings at him.
Rude.
Or, I'm sorry, 2 attacks. The first one is going to be a 10 to hit, which misses. Then it actually goes in for a bite.
Ooh.
Frog teeth.
Yeesh.
Which is going to hit for 4 bludgeoning damages. This thing just latches on to Oceanus's
Nice.
arm for 4 damage. That is going to bring us to this one, who is going to, again, frog leap and make a couple of attacks at you, Kugal. It's a 12 plus 3, 16. And the second one, I believe, is going to miss as he... it was a 9 miss you?
Correct.
Okay, so he hits you with the spear. Which pierces through you for 4 piercing damage as he lands and just kind of slices through kind of your thigh area there. And that's going to end his turn because he tries to follow it up with a bite, but you dodge out of the way. Aelin, that brings us back to you.
Would you say they are 10 or 15 feet within each other, the 2 that are kind of beat out from me? And if so, is it 10 or 15? Well,
yeah, I'd say
these
which
2,
ones?
because I don't want to hurt any of my friends.
Yeah, I'd say they're right at 15 feet
15
apart.
Well then, in that case, I would like to cast Thunder Wave.
They have to make Constitution saves.
Con
I think?
save of 15.
Is that in a 15-foot cube from you?
Yeah.
It is a cube, but if she aims it directly that way, like the edge would catch each of them.
Oh, I got you.
The first one rolled a
2.
19. The second one rolled a 12.
So 1 success and 1 failure.
What was the DC?
15.
Yeah. So the one right next to you
Garbage.
succeeded. The one right next to Kugal failed.
Okay, the guy who failed takes 3
Oh.
thunder damage. And
Okay.
the guy who failed takes 6, but he goes flying back 10 feet.
Okay.
It was a really poor dice roll on my part.
You said he took 6?
Yeah.
Okay. You see this...
Oh, yeah, okay. I accidentally did the wrong amount of d8s, but we'll just say I did that as a first level instead.
Okay. So you would see the first one kind of brace itself a little bit. It still looks like it disoriented him a bit. This one kind of goes flying off.
Whee!
10 feet, you
10
said?
feet.
Kind of flies away. And definitely it looks like it took hold on him. But you saw, again, that kind of bluish barrier around him that didn't seem to shatter from that, but it definitely hit him.
Okay.
Does that provoke an opportunity attack on his movement?
That's a good one. If it gets pushed out, I'm going to say yeah. You can take a free swing if you want as he kind of goes flying away.
He's like bunting. He's just holding his pole arm out.
Yeah, if you want to try to take a quick...
A 14, would that hit?
14 just barely misses.
Okay.
Just barely misses. Because it just seems like it got pushed away too fast.
I didn't expect it.
You tried to get that hit, and it just barely missed.
Okay.
Aelin, end of turn? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's going to bring us back to this one on the rock here. Who you hear actually start to croak in a different way, like a deeper, like with your deep speech. It's like, and see. So Kugal and Aelin, you both need to make a wisdom saving throw.
What is this thing doing?
The DC is where we go? 12.
I rolled a 12.
Meets beats.
Flash 20.
Flaccid 20.
Flaccid 20.
Flaccid 20.
Well,
All
20.
right. So both of you hear this kind of reverberating sound in your brain, like you're almost standing in, like right in front of a PA speaker at a large like it's just deafening. So you are still going to take 5 psychic damage each, as opposed to the 10. You also don't have to deal with the other stuff that comes with that.
Other stuff. That sounds
Very
terrible.
good on that. That's the end of his turn. That's going to bring us back to these ones here. One of the same one that attacked you before, Red, is going to try and take a swing at you again. It's going to miss again with a 2. It is going to follow up with a bite, which is going to be a nat 20. So you are going to take 8 piercing damage as it just latches on to the back of your arm, like right here. Yeah, that hurts. But the follow-up roll was not good. So, so 8 piercing damage as it just bites the shit out of your arm. Next up is going to be this one, which is going to take counterattack at you, Aelin. That's a 17 plus 421 to hit.
You got me.
On that.
420 got nailed.
For 7 piercing damage as it sinks
Reaction.
into you. Okay.
Sorry, I'd take my 7 damage. I cast Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
And it needs to make a Dex saving throw, DC 15.
Natural 20.
Never mind.
Nothing
Oh,
happens?
half damage on
Yeah,
6.
yeah.
That was
Okay.
half damage on. Question though for you, DM. It's up to you. So it says half damage on success. However, I do have also once a day my channel Divinity, where I deal max damage instead of rolling for lightning. But since I guess I'm not rolling,
Correct.
okay, I'll roll my 2d8s and we can take half damage. Beggars can't be choosers.
Wait, you said you were rolling for damage? I mean, you're still sounds like you're still rolling for damage.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But he failed, so that's why it's like it takes half damage.
Sure.
Or could I sub in my Wrath of the Storm?
It could take
It
half
would
of
still
them.
take half of your max.
Yeah.
If you
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to.
no, I don't want to
Yeah.
blow it on that.
Okay.
You take 3.
Okay.
I mean, it's free damage though, I guess. So.
Zap.
Understandable.
All right. What kind of damage is that again? Lightning?
Lightning.
You see lightning arc out, and that barrier still just seems to be in place. At which point it follows up with a... It's going to try and bite you.
I'm gonna have to heal myself in a minute. This is getting
But you
extreme.
dodge out of the way.
Thank God.
It misses you.
Taking a lot of damage. It's fine.
Then the third one here is going to take another stab at you, Colt.
I'm built for this.
23.
I'm not built for that.
That's how
That's
I
too
feel.
much. He's militant trained bullywug.
Whoa, jeez. But it's going to deal... It kind of glances a bit as it only deals 4 piercing damage.
Oh, that just breaks my barrier then.
And it is going to try and follow up with a bite. But you dodge out of the way of that. Or you kind of... it bites into your armor and just isn't able to get a good bite. Yeah. Kugal.
These guys don't have a particularly long range, correct? Like I should be able to kind of head a little bit towards the beach without taking any hit.
Yeah, I mean, this one's about 10 feet away from you at the moment.
Okay. I want to move back towards you, personally. Probably 15 feet. And I'm going to go with an Eldritch Blast on our chanting fellow.
Okay.
Again. It's going to be, like the purple one, I can't really read it. It's going to be a 15 to hit.
Let's see. Barely hits.
Nice.
Okay, come on, buddy. Do something decent, which is really not. It's 5 force damage.
Nice.
Slams into this thing, and you see it kind of, and it looks at you as you see this barrier kind of fade from it, and just kind of, it like almost engorges its throat a bit, and just looks at you like,
Come at me, bro.
Is it concentrating at all by chance?
it looks like it's just talking shit.
Okay.
Is this deep speech? Do I know what he just said?
You have no, this does. It sounds like
Just frog.
insanity.
Just
Just frog noises.
That'll be end of my turn.
Okay. Red, you are up.
Cool. I'm gonna throw a scorching ray at the enchanting
Okay.
croak guy back there. I'm gonna throw all 3 bolts at him.
Okay.
So,
Talk
nat
shit,
20
get
on
Your
the-
song sucks.
Nat 20 on the first one.
Okay, so go ahead and roll another attack. Just a d20 plus whatever your modifier is.
Nat 20.
Again?
Okay.
Dang, hot dice.
Roll
I'm
again.
loving it.
Are you
Roll
doing the
again.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
16 plus 7.
Okay,
23.
so go ahead and roll damage for that third one. Those first 2 are going to deal max damage.
Okay. So that would be.
We
so
had a guy
that's-
cut an ogre to half like this.
Yeah.
That's exactly. We're reliving it. This is my turn. It's my turn now.
So the
He's shooting a
first-
fire Kamehameha
So
instead.
that would be 12 fire for each of the 2.
So 24 fire.
And then this is 2d6. 3. And then 3 for the second one. So 6 fire on the third one.
Okay. So you said
Hot
it was
rolls.
12 and 12, and then 6.
12, 12, 6. And then,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of wah 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 throw these scorching rays out. The first 2 make direct contact with this croaker over here, and you hear it like it's mid still talking shit to Kugal. It's like as it just starts getting just burned left and right, and that second one kind of staggers it to the point where it kind of looks up, and the third one just pierces its neck, and you just see it burst out into flames and guts and gore as it just goes silent and falls into the swampy water.
I'm gonna talk shit, get hit.
He was in his fuck around and find out
Right.
phase, yeah.
I'm going to make some, like, haughty croak sounds. And I'll end my turn.
Okay.
Roar, roar, and that's what it sounds like. They're not great.
You just see a lot of violence happen on the rock over in the distance.
I saw everyone shooting beams over at that thing, and I was reaching for my glove, about to throw something too. But seeing that down, I just pulled back, clenched my fist, and tried to sock that guy in the face again that I hit before.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one with tinnitus?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one, yeah.
That is a 18.
That hits.
He's gonna get punched again for. Oh, not as much thunder damage this time. 6 thunder damage.
Boom.
The tinnitus rings again.
Yeah, definitely with this one, fully does full damage to this thing, and you kind of hear it.
It's gonna keep punching till he's on. If he's on the ground, I might keep punching. I'm not sure yet. But that's the end of my turn.
It's already dead. Just
Oceanus is going to try and follow up on the one that was trying to attack you from behind. So he's going to attack with his trident. That one is going to hit. And that is a D8. He's using 2 hands. So for 7 piercing damage against this one behind you here, which is actually enough to shatter its barrier, and then some. So you hear this thing kind of cry out in pain as well. Oh. Oh, I did that to the wrong thing. There we go. And that one's looking mortal now at this point. Okay. That's going to bring us to this one here, who's actually going to continue to try and attack you because whatever noise you made at it, it's just pissed. And it swings at you, but you're going to be able to deflect that first one because I believe a 13 misses pretty easily. And in frustration, it's going to try and bite you. But a 19, I think, actually is going to succeed.
My shield wrist.
Yeah, so as you're like pulling back, your pinky is still just kind of extended a little bit. It bites the shit out of your finger.
It's my favorite finger.
For 5 bludgeoning damage.
About bit your finger off.
Oh,
Dude, snapping turtles in the swamp? No joke, dude.
Stab him in his toe.
The other one here is going to try and chase you down, Kugal, as it kind of leaps up here and is going to make a spear and a bite attack against you.
No.
That's a 15. Hits. That's going to be
Not good.
9 piercing damage as it just sinks its spear down into you and follows up with a bite of 19. It's D4 for 4 bludgeoning damage as it it pins your foot down almost with the spear and then bites you. This time on the front of the arm. That's the end of its turn. Aelin.
The guy who just bit me, who I'm pretty sure is the one to the right of me.
Yes.
I want to grab him
Oh.
and cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of try and grab an arm or whatever you can, and okay.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit, I don't think. It does not.
Well, then I do nothing. I gently caress his arm.
You see just a slight moment of and then no, it's fighting.
Hey. Yeah. It's fine.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope. I'm just staying
Standing,
right where I'm
standing
at.
tall. All right. The croaker is no longer with us. That brings us to this one, who's going to try and swing. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, at you, Red.
The one that bit me.
It's going to swing and it's going to bite. 20.
No, it misses.
22
No,
to hit.
just dodged right out of its way.
Did it now? For 6 piercing damage. And then uses that spear in you to pull itself forward and try and bite you on the shoulder. And that is a 14 plus
That's fine.
3 to hit.
Yeah, they're good.
For 2 bludgeoning damage as it bites down on your
I
shoulder.
hate this.
And then lastly, this one here is going to fight back against you, Aelin.
Rude. I just
Yes.
caressed his arm.
You just caressed his arm. He tries to caress yours with a spear. Non-natural 20. 17 plus 3.
You got me.
That is for 4 damage. He stabs into you
Now he's
and
gonna
will
bite
follow
me.
up with a bite.
Really not.
That
That
is 16 to hit. Does that miss?
misses me.
Okay, it bites down right on your armor. You don't feel a thing.
However, I do need it to make a DC 15 saving throw.
Okay. What kind of saving throw? Dex?
Dex.
5
Perfect.
or 6, I guess.
And you know what? It's just gonna go ahead and straight up take 16. Well, hang on. Let me make sure one thing real quick. Hang on. Yeah, no, it's just gonna take 16 lightning damage right away.
Okay.
Well,
Big zap.
Okay, so as it goes to bite onto your armor, it clinks down and then just lightning just you see its legs actually extend and lift up off the ground straight out from you,
Yes.
almost like it's an extension of your body.
Yes.
In a sense,
Exactly.
and starts to cook and then just falls flat on the
Cooked
ground.
his frog.
Good.
Some
Maybe
frog
that's
legs
hey,
right there.
that's what I was
Frog
gonna
legs,
say. That
yeah.
seems like a meal to me.
Wonder what swamp frogs taste
I was
like.
gonna say it's a delicacy, you know.
I could hide its nastiness, but it'd still be weird.
It's just like our bug zapper out here.
We got knocked a little bit, yeah.
There we go. All right. That's the end, obviously, of its life. Kugal,
That's Google.
I was looking at you for no reason related to that.
Just double check. I'm gonna whirl my glaive upon this fellow in front of me. 'Cause I do not like
Wave the glaive. Hashtag.
7.
We're starting a charity to. We're gonna raise money for a new set of dice for Mike.
Dave has got some rough dice. It's been a rough go today. Yeah, 7.
It kind of dodges out of the way.
Cool. Yeah, I have like jack all to do. I've used both of my spells. If I move, he'll probably take another swing at me. I'm not gonna take it.
Holding your ground.
I'm not gonna risk that. Yeah.
Okay. Then that will bring us to red.
I'm going to use a sorcery point and kind of pivot myself towards the tinnitus guy and then the guy on the other side of this way. And I'll use twinning for my sorcerer's point, and I'm going to throw a ray of frost at both of those two guys. So 18 on the first, and then that's cocked. 21 on the second.
Both hit.
Cool. And so let's see. This will be number 1 gets 3 frost damage, which we could just say tinnitus guy gets 3 frost damage, and then the other one gets 7. Over here. And I'm tired of this guy biting my arm. Tired of these frogs on my MFing plane, and I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step. I'm getting out of town. I'm going over here.
You slip and fall into the water.
And knock my
It's
head
chaos.
over. It's fine. We're all fine. Ended my turn.
Tinnitus guy. What was the spell? Was it
Ray of Frost?
Yeah. This one, you see the moisture and like the water around him just kind of freeze his entire being, and he just kind of and then just stops moving, tips over, falls down, and is no longer
Out of here.
there. This one, you make direct contact right in the chest with, and it seems like it's slow and just mortal, but still alive.
His speed's reduced 10 feet
Okay.
for 1 turn.
Okay.
End of mine.
All right. Colt.
Seeing this one just shatter to ice, I'm gonna turn around and I thought about yelling something at this one, threatening it, but I don't think I'm that good at that. So as I turn and I point toward him, open my mouth, but then I close it and I just clench my fist and I punch again.
You're just like Babe Ruth. You're just like,
Oh no!
You caress him.
Nat 1.
ruh-roh.
Oh boy. All right. So as you go and try to punch this one, it sees your attack coming, and you were gonna talk shit to this thing,
I was.
and instead you channeled that extra energy into a punch, and you just kind of overthrew it. And when it dodged you, you went flying and just kind of tripped over a rock and just landed prone on the ground. And as your kind of body hits, take 1 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
God, is that in the water too?
No, I mean, look, everything here is wet.
Okay.
Everything here is soggy, but you're not in the water.
I'll stand back up while just cursing. God damn it! Just missed him this fall. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Oceanus, who is going to see that, and he's not really too aware of what's going on directly behind him, just in the chaos, and wants to avenge your your misstep there, and is going to move to stab. He's going to be attacked by the bullywug, which is going to hit with a 16 for 6 damage as he gets kind of pierced along the back as he goes, but he seems to just shrug it off as he wants to help his friend, and he is going to try and attack the one that just dodged your punch with his trident, which is going to hit with a 19. Ooh. For 9 piercing damage
Good try.
as it stabs into the. So this thing kind of dodged you and looked and was kind of like taunting, like.
I'm standing.
And as you're standing up and looking at it, and as you are looking at it, then you see it just go and freeze, and then fall to the ground. And behind it, as it falls down, you see Oceanus with a bloody trident in his hand as this thing.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Oceanus. I was gonna get him, but I appreciate it. That's good.
He just gives you the thumbs up. That is going to bring us back to Aelin. It looks like there is 2 more bullywugs here at the moment.
How does the one in front of me look? Does he look totally fine? Or like, oh no, I'm dying?
The one right in front of you looks pretty hurt.
What about the other guy?
The other one looks pretty healthy.
I guess I'll try and take care of the guy in front of me first.
Okay.
And I will just cast Sacred Flame. No, well, I think I'd have probably have disadvantage because it's 60 feet, right? So maybe instead then I will I'll take an opportunity attack. And I'm gonna go up to the guy that's in front.
This one here?
Yeah.
So this one's hurt. This one's healthy. You're running towards the healthy one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because yeah.
18?
That's my AC.
For 9 piercing damage
Ooh,
as it spears into you.
Really hurt.
not fine.
I'm going to what's the thing that the guy from Star Trek does?
There's a lot of Star Trek guys.
That's a wide.
Vulcan Death Grip.
Yeah, I'm gonna Vulcan Death Grip the
Trip,
guy. His back is to me. So do I have any advantage?
I would say
Sleepy
if
punch.
you
I'm
were going
really- I'm
for
going
that,
to,
that you could kind of position yourself where you're flanking.
Are you about to
Okay.
inflict wounds?
I am at a second level.
DM permission to offer friendly player advice?
Sure.
We just woke up for the day. If you had all of your load, you may want to have just a little load left.
Oh, well, it was starting to get dark.
This is dark. This is late.
Oh, is it dark? Wait, are we near nighttime?
That's why I was lighting myself
I thought
up.
we just woke up for the day.
It's like we did a lot of traveling today. It's I would say it's mid-afternoon, so it's not night.
Never mind. I thought we just woke up.
It's not early in the day, but it's also not late. We're mid-afternoon.
Well, I'll just do this and then I'll be
Okay.
screwed later.
That's a spirit.
I cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay, you will get a plus. Let's see.
Be my
That is a
last.
shitload of drums being banged
It's a
on.
lot. It's a
That sounds
lot
like
of
it's like
drums.
3
dude.
sets of drums on each
I
other.
feel like I'm gonna deeply regret this decision later, but
It's okay, I saved all my spells, so I got you covered.
I'm glad because
I'll stab you with 3 needles and heal you up.
I'm almost spent.
Oh yeah,
You'll get a +2 to this attack.
Okay. Oh shit.
The one that
You
got
can put that
away.
anywhere.
Natural
Nat
20.
20.
Hey!
Ooh, nice. Roll another d20 and add your modifier. Swear to God, if it's another
19.
Okay.
Close.
Yeah, because wait, you said 'cause I have a +7. I rolled a 10, so that would have been 17, and then plus
Okay.
2.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, 19.
All right. So you do max damage with that first one. So what's
40.
your 40?
Boom.
Yeah, inflict wounds is kind of wild.
Okay. You walk up to. Holy shit! You walk up to the back of this thing, and it looks like it's about to take another stab at Kugal. And as it's rearing back, you grab its arm.
I
and
wanted to
cast this
Vulcan.
wounds.
I wanted to.
Oh, you want? That's right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to do the Vulcan. So you run up and
Yeah.
and you see all of the moisture, all of the life
Yeah.
of this bullywug just evaporate. It looks like this thing ages 30 years in
Great.
about 3 seconds.
I love
Cooked
it.
on the sidewalk.
And absolutely is toasted like a Pop-Tart spent too long in the toaster oven and falls to the ground.
I'm grateful that
smoking.
I've used that spell now.
Your turn?
Too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pivot around to look at the guy that's left.
Okay.
With the rest of my movement. So he doesn't get any advantage on me.
Okay. All right. And that is actually going to bring us to that one who is going to. He has the fear of Frog God in his eyes. And it, like, briefly makes eye contact with all of you. And then will turn. And he is going to use dash along with his leap,
Oh boy.
and he's going to he's going to leap into. I mean, literally off of this map. I'll put him out here into the water and disappears into the foliage. We'll go through one more time, through one more round of initiative. What would each of you like to do as we go through? So, Kugal.
Can I see him?
No.
I'm thinking he's running. I'm just going to collapse on the ground and tend to my wounds. I'm not
Okay.
gonna make any attack.
Okay. Red.
Yeah, if he's gone, I'll just make sure we're all good.
Okay.
Look around.
Colt.
I will finally pull the spear out of my shoulder,
Just been flopping
throw
around.
it on the ground, and just start rubbing the wound while looking at Red and just shout at him. Red, next time we see brushes and bushes move, just light it up. Just blow it up. No more Mr. Nice Screw. That's it.
No more.
I'm so tired of getting shot. That's the end of my turn. Is just keep rambling.
Okay, Oceanus is going to turn. He kind of sees where that thing left off. He's going to grab his crossbow, load it, and fire off in that direction. You hear a oh!
Boy.
Wow.
He rolled a 21 with disadvantage. As it does deal 3 points of piercing damage, which isn't quite enough to kill it, but you hear a oh! And it continues to hop away.
Wild.
But the arrowhead on that bolt was loosened, so that way when he tries to pull it out, it's lodged in his arm, and then he'll get diseases, and he'll spread it to the rest of the tribe.
Could be.
Some
Could
goblin
be.
slayers.
All
Goblin
right.
slayers.
Genocide.
Could be.
Way to go.
Aelin, you have. This is the end of initiative here.
I'm going to try and run after him because I feel inspired by my good friend, Atlantis.
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 What is Atlantis?
Oceanus.
That's
Whoa.
Oceanus.
That's a good nickname.
He's hurt.
Atlantis.
Go get him, Atlantia.
So once you hit the water, this is difficult terrain. So you can go kind of underneath the tree here, or you can go around this way. Which way do you want to go?
Around.
Outside or under?
Outside.
So 5, 10, 15, 25. Like that's as far as you
Can I
go.
see the guy?
You can't. He's further than this on the map. I just left him there so you know which direction he went. You can make a blind shot through the swamp.
I'm
through
gonna
the
take a
reeds.
blind shot with Sacred Flame.
Okay. Is that a
Well, that's a
saving throw?
that's saving throw. It's not
Oh,
an attack.
it
You would need to
is.
be able to see him for that.
Well, I guess then I don't do. No, wait. Do I have a crossbow? No, but I have my shield up. I do nothing.
Okay. You're like waist deep in swamp water.
I'm disgusted and I'm immediately regretting my decision. And I'm climbing up to the ledge to get out.
And that is actually going to bring us
Thank you.
out of initiative.
I look visibly like uncomfortable being in the water, just as a FYI for everyone. I'm like,
you
this
see,
is.
you see Aelin kind of walking back like,
I'm just kind of laying on there. I was like, God, you're so gross.
I fall to the ground and start a short rest.
I suppose we need a breather now. Stupid bullywug things. Attacked us. I just outright, just did not care. Just straight attacked. I hate it out here.
Every now and then I'll throw in a faint musical note. Like some ASMR for the...
I guess let's take a while to tend to some wounds, and I guess y'all want a short rest?
Yeah.
Yes, the frog people were not great.
I'm gonna, before I actually start, I'm just gonna pile the bodies like near the water for a short rest.
It was interesting they all had
Just
those...
again for gator bait. You know?
Gator. It's interesting they had those wards on them, like what you have.
As I heard something going wub 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 in the distance. I guess they
know.
had some chanting frog or something. For a split second, I saw something on the ledge going like this. I guess that's what y'all are blasting.
Yes. I've never done that before. It usually just hits one person and not try to hit three.
Yeah, you normally shoot off like fire beams. I saw a fire cannon go off
Yeah,
at
that
one
was
point.
magic.
It was amazing.
No pun intended.
you drop that
That's-
500 kilogram on him.
It never happened before.
Well, keep it up, I guess.
I think it's random.
Well, we
So I will work on it.
Well, I heard you say chaos something. So is that what that was? Some chaos
Yes,
thing?
Chaos Emerald. I use Chaos Control.
I don't know what that is, but that sounds really cool.
Yeah, it was. I've used that spell before. It's just never arced.
Oh,
So that was new. I had it like fine-tuned just right to have it arc.
well, I'm glad you arced it that time. That sucked, and I like that.
Correct.
And I'll go and sit near the driest rock I can, and just start kind of manually patching up my arm and just my armor as best I can, just tending to myself.
Yeah, you lean up against the rock, it's super wet.
Actually, hey, can't you do something about that?
I could warm it up a little bit, and I could clean it off.
You can't dry stuff?
I can.
You cleaned me earlier.
I can chill, warm, or flavor non-living material.
I don't think we should flavor the rock.
But I could warm it just a little bit, like a heated, heated floor.
Nah, that's all right. Are you okay over there, Krugol?
He coughs up a little bit of blood.
Nope. That's fine. Just take a 30-minute. You'll be all right. Okay.
I also look not great.
I'll go over to where Aylin's just laid out on the ground, and I will try to clean underneath it, and then warm it up. Just
I'll make sure you get the dirt out of her blood too. Just mix
Well,
it.
I don't. I don't I can't do that. I can just take mud off boots, little fires.
There's 3 leeches on
Oh, I guess I can take those off. Yeah, I will. I'll just just a little flame fire on the beach. Get these all. Jeez, this place sucks.
That's exactly red. Exactly.
Are we successful? Can I start healing
That's
myself?
why
or
these
do
tea
I need
leaves
to
are
wait?
so expensive.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely am on the lookout, FYI, for the tea leaves.
Okay. This is the first time you've
I'm
said
on
that
the
you were looking
lookout.
out for them.
Good point.
I told you.
Do we have
at
any
home.
drugs?
Because I was
At
like, is that
home
what
and at the table, 2 different. That's 2 different JDs.
hateful.
Clearly.
That's hateful.
Did the bullywug spears have metal tips or stone tips?
They were stone.
Okay, never mind.
I'm
resting.
definitely looking for tea leaves. For the record, stream,
For drugs.
I'm looking for drugs.
What about flowers? Is there more stuff out here? Are you an alchemist?
I just know what the tea leaves look like, and I know that they make me a good profit.
There's no healing
the
flowers or
money
something in
leaves.
this place too, is there? Or maybe aloe, or I don't know.
Some aloe vera.
Not that I've heard of, but
Good for sunburns.
Yeah.
are we successful in our short rest? Can I start healing myself?
You can all take a short rest.
Thank
Okay,
God.
good. 'Cause it's already
That's our level of hit die. You know
Yeah,
what?
that's hit die.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got D8s, boy.
Boy, for days.
And
Oh, the first one's an 8. We're looking good.
mine's not. I rolled a 1.
Oh, nice. I got 6.
1d8 plus 3. Disgusting.
And I'll say, as you all are all
Oh.
healing with your short rest, that's going to be where we're going to go ahead and call it for this evening.
Dude, that was an amazing short rest. I feel incredible. I rolled a 7 and an 8.
Bullywugs be damned.
That's right. All he needs is a little 30 minutes and the wounds will heal themselves. Don't need no magic.
You just need 3 beers, and I'm good.
We made a little progress today.
I mean, I would say you made a lot of progress. It was a decent amount of travel that you guys covered a decent amount of ground. So,
Falls.
based on the estimated time of it taking
Frogs.
a full damn day of travel to get there, you're probably pretty close to where your journey has led you.
Dragonborns.
Now nature hates us.
Lizard folk.
We've disturbed the local environment.
I'm ready to go find the home. Let's just deal with it. Let's cleanse the swamp.
Cleanse the swamp.
Hashtag cleanse
Drain
the
the
swamp.
Cleanse the swamp.
Drain this one.
Drain the swamp.
Drain the swamp. Sure, would be great for the
That's hilarious.
local
2024.
environment.
We're gonna wind up in some weird political hashtag that has nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Hashtag Saltmarsh.
Drain the swamp. Get rid of the bullywug.
Oh man.
How we feeling? You had to explain. You had a lot of explain.
Magic
A lot of
dice.
explaining to do
Not explaining it there.
today.
That's great.
Yeah.
Had some killer rolls.
Cole was a little
Fantastic.
hurt by his friend Red not telling him all of his secrets, but he's
Me
over it in the
too.
morning. He's over it in the morning. Last night he was kind of like, oh, but he's okay now.
Well, it's a lot. I don't want to tell people, hey, I'm Red. Also, that's not my real name. And people are looking at me for my magical abilities.
You
That's
see
all.
just
That's
like
heavy.
a Tonka dump truck of exposition backing up towards you and just ready to.
I hold him my arms and I just bathe in it.
It's a lot to drop off on, especially when I don't want to talk about it.
You said Aylin's magic was no good.
He did. I know.
Some of it doesn't interest me.
Just does this.
But we all
A
have different
hater, a
interests
true
of magic.
hater.
boring magic. She just did that thing from JoJo where you wave your hand and someone's erased. Like, with their inflict wounds.
No, that was pretty cool.
That worked out really well.
I will say, when she like touches people and they die, that's
Pretty crazy, isn't it?
that's pretty
Pretty
brutal.
damn scary. Yeah.
That's some cool magic.
Punching doors off, just, hey, dead.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be so strong after our next rest. Like, so, my AC is gonna be 20 next time.
Wow.
I'm gonna switch out one of my spells so it can be a +2 to AC for 10 minutes.
Oh, you get what's it called, Aegis or something?
I don't remember, but I'm making a
just-
note to myself in here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's
It's gonna
impressive.
be so strong.
I think
so
you all
tough.
did great. 'Cause
Death
that was a tough
finger.
fight. Kugal, you doing all right back there? It was a rough dice night
all
for
right.
It
Kugal.
was
I'll
really
be all
hard.
right.
I've had
Maybe
several
I'm
nights
gonna
like
wash
that.
it off. Next one will be better.
Do we need to like start looking around for some new dice?
Maybe.
I'm gonna see if
You
I
can
can acquire a
always
dice
borrow
jail
some
for
of
us.
mine. I have a bunch.
Yeah, Ming, if you watch this, if you're out there, we need a dice
Need
jail.
your 3D print powers.
And Tigress, we need you to paint it.
Yes.
We'll totally make a jail.
I've got like 4 printers.
Oh shit,
Oh,
he
yeah.
does.
He does. He just sells that stuff too. Hey, can you make a dice jail for us?
I will make it happen this week.
little bars and stuff and everything, like a little old timey jail.
I've seen some on Etsy. They're really cool looking. Like some
And
of
maybe
them
we
I've
get
seen.
like maybe we can find a model for like a dice jail warden that's like a dice with arms and legs.
Little police hat.
A little bit like in a police hat to
Yeah.
guard
That's
it.
hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate you joining us. We'll be back next Friday for our Shattered Obelisk campaign, which me and Jamie just literally trade seats. So that's
we do?
kind of. This is like these
Oh
are
yeah, you
just our
see
two
sits here for
seats.
these games, right here, where I'm at. Literally, we trade.
Things are getting interesting there. We're about to go into Wyvern Tour.
I think that's accurate. Yeah, that's accurate. No,
Yeah.
that's inaccurate. I think you guys just did that, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, you just did that.
No, we haven't like handled anything in there though.
You've killed a ton of things right at the entrance of it.
Yeah, but there's more in there.
There is more in there. I don't know what else is in there, but I'm just saying, you've killed quite a few soldiers out front.
I assumed there was more. Like we were going up.
Could be. I don't know. I can't understand.
Either way, join us next week for our alternating campaign. We do Saltmarsh one Friday, Obelisk the other Friday, and we do that. We
is
have a
another
Wednesday campaign that's on pause for the moment because they finished up. So that's kind of a blank space right now, but there's going to be some more stuff coming for that.
Yes.
Anybody else have anything they want to say before we go? Anything? Nope. Going once, going twice.
Good night.
Good night,
Thanks for
everybody.
watching.
Thanks again. Thank you for
Bye.
watching. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah.